I need a drink. You ever have just one of them days where you're like, man, it's a crappy day and I just need a little bit of alcohol.
It's only usually when I just have a busy day. There's a lot of shit.
Not like being drunk or nothing, but it's funny on my YouTube I was showing like the stuff right here called the flame vodka. It's like, hey, this shit's only freaking $10. It says, premium quality. It's flame. Like this stuff creeped up on me though, because I drank like half of it, and the first 2 cups was, man, this shit, I can't taste anything, and at the point I couldn't taste it, and then like once it hit me, I'm just like, I was on my 3rd cup, and oh shit, just right there, flame distilled from grain, but 40% alcohol. Oh yeah, it's like,
did Rex Goliath get too expensive for you?
Pretty much, yeah. Everything's expensive. Well, I tell people like, list for a special occasion, which next week, Kanoe Sasquatch, he's been asking me to come on for months and months and months, but we're doing the Boondock Saints, which I love that fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's that Guy Ritchie movie, right?
No, it's one with friggin' what's his name from Walking Dead? Daryl.
Yeah, I know Daryl's in it, but it's Guy Ritchie, the producer, director.
Did he produce it? Let me see. I'm actually not sure.
It's usually like there's those Guy Ritchie movies like Rock and Roll.
Boondock Saints. The Guy Ritchie produced that. I didn't know that actually. No, it's just Troy Duffy directed it, screenplay. Guy Ritchie.
It's probably because it's so similar that I kind of think it's in that same form as a Guy Ritchie movie.
What's weird? I
honestly, I don't think I ever seen any of the Boondock Saints. I mean, I know
really. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely something we should watch sometime. I think it's fantastic. And what's funny is I was talking to Gord earlier on a little YouTube rant about. Remember Guy Ritchie did The Gentleman? He goes and Gord's like, I love The Gentleman. He goes, that's my favorite Guy Ritchie film. I said, I swear, before our YouTube channel, when we're doing podcasts and stuff like that, remember The Gentleman? I thought it was really good. Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, it was fantastic. And a lot of people online were kind of tearing it apart. And even Gord's like, damn, I don't remember reading about people just not liking it. And I'm like, but whether you like something or dislike something, the premise I got, especially being on YouTube or having a podcast or anything, is that bottom line, you like something, just say you like it, because what's funny is when, like, say, Force Awakens first came out, the whole damn planet, oh my God, Star Wars is back, it's fantastic. And I'm watching Force Awakens, like, this movie's kind of shit. And I'm like, and people are like, oh, you're crazy, you're stupid, it's doing $2 billion. And now, in hindsight, 10 years later, wow, that movie was shit. I'm like, yeah. So it's, call something out if you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, everyone, back when Star Wars was a rare commodity and it only came around once every, like, 15 years, it's going to do a lot of, I'm sure the prequels made a lot of money.
Oh, definitely,
people were craving for Star Wars. Star Wars had a huge following. That was before all of this shit happened. So as soon as they see Star Wars, all of those dedicated fans were going to jump on it instantly. And they're just happy that Star Wars is back. Mm-hmm. And of course, as you saw with each new movie, that kind of dropped because people realized, like, okay, this is shit.
Lots of people joke
I mean, back in the day, honestly, nowadays people are so skeptical of reviews and being gaslighted that I think that's why movies are just doing. I mean, what was the last biggest movie? Sonic the Hedgehog 3, was it?
Well, technically, it would have been Deadpool 3. That was the biggest movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Deadpool. Yeah,
but and the main thing that was because they brought back Hugh Jackman, obviously.
Well, even if they didn't bring back Hugh Jackman, Deadpool was still a good.
No, I'm just saying, like, Deadpool.
Yeah, definitely Hugh Jackman.
That's Hugh Jackman's why I did over $1 billion. Like, if Hugh Jackman,
Deadpool was half of it. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah, because it was especially him when the comic accurate freaking costume too.
That movie, I mean, I know it has its faults, but it's just so damn enjoyable to watch. It's so entertaining.
That's like about Gord being Gord. He's like, honestly, he's like, and he's one of my 5 friends. He's like, I just didn't like it. I'm like, it's fair. If you don't like it, don't like it, but give honest assessments why you don't like it. And he's got his reasons, but the premise is like, listen, I liked it. I thought it was fucking fun as hell. Yes, you could pick apart some of the plot, like the whole anchor being thing, but it's just a premise of like, whenever you have an opinion about something, like my buddy Leon, we did our Dragon Ball Daima stream on midnight on Friday. I said, dude, for you, because he doesn't, how often does Dragon Ball end? This is the end of Daima. but like Leon, when Rebel Moon came out on Netflix, everyone hated that fucking movie. Leon kind of liked Rebel Moon, and hey, man, he stuck with his guns. Wasn't being dissuaded. I mean, but Big Al, if Big Al was here, I've said in my lifetime, on a podcast we talk about sometimes, but even especially on YouTube, I've told people for the longest time period in my life, I think the most divisive film because at the box office is Avatar. And like Big Al, whenever he comes and joins us sometime,
Mhm.
when he got his new fucking house, first thing Al bought was a 100-inch TV because he could. And he's like, dude, the first thing I did was I watched Avatar. He said, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to see Avatar on my 100-inch TV. Al's like, I watch Avatar once a year. I love that film. But man, there is a massive section of the
Well,
internet where it's like Avatar is a
despite
shit
the
movie.
storyline, Avatar is a beautiful
Mhm.
film. I remember when I saw it, I watched it, it was great. Then when it came out on Blu-ray, saw it
Yeah.
again, I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's like a whole new experience." And when I got a better TV and then it came out on, ultra high def, I saw it again, I was like,
Yeah.
it just I mean, despite what you think about it visually, it's just stunning. It is
Definitely. Yeah.
stunning.
Yeah, and I think it's a bare for most part a bare bones storyline, nothing complicated about it. But like, hey, just it's the point, like, people like if you love something, if you hate it, you hate it.
Mhm.
But just the point of telling people is that, just stick to your guns, stick to your views. If you love it, love it. If you hate it, hate it.
See, that's why, like, where you can do reviews and stuff, I can't really do reviews. Yeah, I'll watch a movie and I'll watch the show and I'll have my opinions and thoughts, but for the most part, when I'm watching movies, when I'm watching a show, I just want to find something entertaining. And if the story is decent, even if like the acting's crappy or something, I'm just looking for another story. And I can decide from there. Like that's why I read a shitload of books all the time. But it's just like what I like said, you can watch Star Wars and you can dissect it and have all that. I'll watch it and I'll just let me just turn my mind down and just let me just ingest it. So that's why I can never do reviews because I don't really think about what's going on while I'm watching it. I enjoy. There are movies that
Yeah.
do make you think, which is of course the better movies are that engage you. But
Mm,
I know when I go to watch like Deadpool or Star Wars, I'm just watching it more so for the story and the whole lore and everything. I mean, I know it's not like some people may hate it, but I'm just there to take in the experience. And some
yeah.
people can dissect it, but I'm like, listen, there's so much shit going on in the world, and that I just want to turn my brain off and enjoy.
Yeah.
So of course, but nowadays, movies suck. A lot of movies suck, and I keep finding myself going back to the movies from like 80s, 90s, even early 2000s. I mean, a lot of people didn't like Independence Day. I love that
Mm,
movie. I love me
yeah.
some Independence Day. I watch that shit so many goddamn times. I think I watch it like a couple times a year. Every year too, I watch Muppets Christmas Carol during Christmas with the grandbabies,
Yeah.
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Scrooge with Bill Murray. Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely something I've talked to other people about,
yeah.
on different panels where, yeah, like you said, it's one thing watching a film when you're a kid or watching just a film, just sitting back, drinking
Mhm.
something, watching it. But now, if you do make a YouTube channel and you want to have like an articulate view on something, you do look at something differently than
Yeah,
as you
you
did
do.
before. And it's not a bad thing. It just, but
Yeah,
this, I mean, I just do it because it is fun for me, but because I've had some great conversations with new people I've met. Because, you we talked about this last time, but it's a true staple that as you get older, does get harder and harder to find new friends. And
it does.
one good positive thing about YouTube is that, like, hopefully next week, my friend Enzo, I actually have met some pretty good fucking people on YouTube, and there are a lot of good people out there. But like because of YouTube and the internet, because Enzo's in Texas, I never would
Mhm.
have fucking met this guy ever. And like, or say like Drinker, for example. Drinker is over in fucking Scotland. My friend Luke, my friend Lance, they're all over in the UK.
Yeah,
So
the internet is good. I mean, if I engaged more with the internet, I would have had more friends. But you're true. The older you get, the harder you make friends. Honestly, I can tell you since I
yeah,
moved away from New York, I've made no new friends.
yeah,
I'm aware. I mean, there's people that you know we hang out with, like couples and stuff like that that my wife works with, and they're cool. But I wouldn't like other than when we hang out and have like a couples dinner or we go like we have like a game night. It's cool to have that interaction, but it's not like, hey, let me pick up the phone and call them and see what they're doing like we do and shit like that. It's like I can say that. So I haven't made a new friend in the past 10 years. So
Yeah.
That's something right there. And I mean, for the most part, it kind of sucks sometimes because I remember like when back in New York, is like you would stop over, I'll go over there,
Yeah.
and we would do shit and hang out. But it's like when I'm here, it's like I work, I take care of
Mhm.
my home, I spend
Yeah.
time with my wife, I play games with you guys. It's like, and I'm not like I'm full, I'm good.
Mhm. But, like,
I,
we said too with us playing video games, but say even a movie, if there a new movie pops up, say, for argument's sake, you and Karen wanted to watch a film, you can say, "Hey, Chris, you wanna watch a film? Sure." And we can pop up a StreamYard or something, and basically you could sit there with your friends and everybody like, I could do share screen and
yeah,
play a movie and just be offline, and we could all watch a
oh,
movie together.
that's cool.
I mean, it just it's, it's obviously not the same as me being next to you and,
Yeah,
interacting, but it's still pretty much what I do my YouTube thing called Losers Lounge. It's we're all in different houses, but watching a
yeah,
movie with your friends, it is fun. So it's not the same, but it's pretty fucking close. It's like the next best thing. So
yeah. And I
they're damn,
do. I may not, like I said, I may not want to be like a reviewer, but I do like having challenging conversations about movies.
huh,
Like I say, if you like it or you don't like it, that's fine. I have my personal opinions,
yeah,
but I just watch a movie just to have some form of entertainment. And I understand that some of it's a popcorn flick, some of it can be more deeply engaging. I forgot the name of the movie uh that I wanted you to watch that I saw recently that was just such a great like thriller.
hmm,
It had something to do with a frog mask. I forgot what it was called,
frog
but
mask, yeah.
I forgot what it was called. It's basically a form of the movie is named because people will go into someone's house and live there without them even knowing.
Okay.
It's something that's actually um that it's done and they made a movie and it's just so amazing. In fact, I gotta find it out because I wanna watch it again. And there's also another one like The Vanishing on 7th Street that I watched years ago. Just a great movie.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, it's just it does suck getting older and like losing some people and just and it's really sad sometimes as anybody you get older and just some people you just drift apart like we mentioned with Mark. I've told everybody
Mhm.
sometimes my mother does ask about him, and it's sad that somebody I've known even longer than you. I've known this guy since we were both in diapers, and like, did you guys have a falling out, any kind of arguments? Like, no, it just simply he went, he went left, I went right. And I mean, he doesn't there, and you know this, man.
Well, Mark, we could say he went left, you
Yeah.
went right, but we know that 90% of it is him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like that's the thing. It's like he decided to go his own direction, but
Mhm.
like it's never just like if and right now if he called me right now and said, "Chris, I need you," I'd still be there in 5 minutes, just out of because I've known him since we were in fucking diapers. But
Yeah, you
just but yeah,
definitely knew him long. I think I met
yeah.
you and him around, like, what, 6th grade, but just before we went into,
I mean, just yeah, it's fuck's been
junior
so long.
high.
Yeah. But the thing is just like some people just grow apart versus like I said, like you and me or like junior, like we're like we'll all be fucking like probably in our deathbeds together and shit. But some people just like that. It's just I do see friends where people they just go separate ways because something changes. And you've said it a million times where it's like, someone like Mark, we can you reach out to him, you reach out to him, reach out to him, reach out to him. And after like 15 fucking attempts to like you want to see a movie, you want to come over, you want to like come over for Christmas. After you keep saying no, 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 no. After the fucking like 35 no's, like, dude, I'm not gonna ask anymore. Like, look, I love
But
you.
yeah,
I'm here for you, but I'm not gonna
hasn't been
keep
that
waiting for you.
communication, it's drift apart. I think, like, with us,
Yeah.
is like, there's a mutual communication. Even if we don't talk for a week, then one of us
Yeah.
reaches out and says, "Hey, what's up?" or "What's going
Mm,
on?" That's why, I mean, we have our group chat, and then, like I said, it could be dead for a week, but then we start talking, and Kevin Hart did a funny skit about
yeah.
about how men communicate over 40. And it's like you guys say, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, I had a pizza," and then nothing for a week, and then it's like, "I just got gonorrhea," or some shit like that, like out of nowhere. It
Well,
was
that's
funny.
that's the thing, talking to people, like, there's a difference between, like, if you mean to talk for 2 or 3 days because, I'm said busy, it's like, I'm doing YouTube, spend time with my son. I'm at the time period, I had a girlfriend, or let's say you spend time with Karen, but there's difference between busy versus, like, just ignoring somebody, like,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
do say that
Busy is
often.
different, and life gets busier as you get older,
Oh,
especially,
yeah, definitely.
it's hard. It's like, I mean, even if we just, communicate once a week, I mean, for the most part, we're fine with that, keep in touch, but there's people that just I mean, I can't tell you all the military friends I had, and even the other friends that we grew up with. I mean, even our friend Willie, I mean, technically he's still our friend, but I can't the last time I saw him was when we went to his house, what, 2 years ago? I
Mhm.
mean, or maybe even more, but it's like, you think about it, it's like, how does one time just moves so fast when you're so busy, and also too, it's like, well, if the other party's not making an effort, it's hard to
Yeah, it's
maintain
the
that.
because you like
It's gotta be both parties.
no, because even like, Junior, if whenever he gets here and stuff, we reach out to Willie, Willie is Junior's uncle, and like, "Hey, uncle, wanna go to the buffet?" And Willie's like, "Hey," he called us on the phone, we talked for like 15 minutes, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna set up X, Y, and Z." Then, like, I had to be to work on Sunday, but I was like, "Well, let me know how Willie's been," and, like, I talked to Junior, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Willie?" He's like, "Ah, he's never showed up as usual."
Yeah. Well, we know
Like,
why Willie doesn't show up. I would say is
it's
damn. Are
it's
they
her.
married? Are they
And
married? Or are they
no,
still boyfriend and
no,
girlfriend
they're
after
still
like?
boyfriend and girlfriend after 2 decades. Like,
Wow, you know what? That's crazy. But we watched
hmm,
Hoarders, an episode of Hoarders recently, where this guy was a boyfriend and girlfriend for 45 years.
hmm,
45 years. I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
there was other issues, but man, they got kids together, they live together, and oh my goodness. I mean,
Yeah.
that we all know since day one, Jill has been the deciding factor in a lot of things.
Yeah, and sometimes it happens
I
with your
mean,
friends, the whole bros before hoes, well, sometimes the hoes, the pussy wins, like,
I
it's
mean, who knows? Who knows? I mean, we knew his father was pretty timid himself, but
yeah.
I mean, because we go over to like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and you can see like the light return into his
Uh-huh.
eyes. He's like, yeah, yeah, and then you can see him like slowly peek over his shoulder, and then
It's
there
like,
she is in the doorway, just staring
yeah.
at him. He's like, ah, I'm good, guys. I
Well, it's
mean,
like it's a cliche. I mean, technically speaking, he's not married, but it's just like it's like the whole like he's basically married, but the whole like the ball and chain, the whip and everything. It's like
yeah,
you look
and
at
you used to wonder where those metaphors came from. It's just like
yeah.
it's
Well, it's like
crazy.
you pull someone like Willie. It's like he's. I mean, essentially, it is a marriage. It's not a marriage, but like you look at his marriage
Yeah,
versus your marriage. Your marriage, like, and anybody knows this not just as a friend, but I could write down paper like what the way you and Karen have a marriage is how a marriage should be. That's the point. It should be where it's like you still have your friends. You guys compliment each other, like you're saying last time. You guys are watching TV. Hey honey, I'm getting you some hot chocolate or something. But you and Karen, the point of being with somebody, especially a long term, especially a life partner, should be to make your life better. That's the
yeah.
fucking point of a
That's
marriage.
the main thing.
For,
We want to. It's not that we feel we're obligated or need to. We want
yeah.
to make each other lives better. She's definitely more generous and thoughtful to me because sometimes I'll get in the mind frame and then she's like, "Here you go. Here's a cup of coffee." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." But
Yeah.
like at the same time too, it's like we can sit there. In fact, before this, we sat there on the couch next to each other for 2 hours and we just reading our books, just right next to each other. Didn't say a word. We're just reading our books next to each other, and it was just great.
Yeah.
It was great. It's like, yeah, I said we compliment each other. We spend any time with each other because we want to, and also we give each other space. Like at any time, like I'm just gonna play a game. She's like, okay,
Yeah.
you know.
What's me and
And it's like
sometimes
sometimes it's like I'm like, oh, in a couple of weeks I'm gonna drive out to New York to hang out with Chris. She's like, okay. It's like you want me to come and we can see your mother, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, sure, why not? And other times I'm like, nah, I don't want to see my mother.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's all the thing too, and Karen knows this means she gets busy, but anytime it's like that would be it's like if you say, "Hey, Chris, Karen's coming down," awesome, I'd love to see Karen, but mom
Right.
can see Karen, Christian, versus like, if Willie's if Willie said, "Chris, I'm bringing Jill." Yeah, that's
I can tell you.
yeah.
I can't remember all that. I just know that the one time that we went over to Will's house and we were all playing
Oh,
World of Warcraft
oh,
together,
oh god,
and Karen got stuck with Jill, and she
you
was
sons
not
of
happy.
you sons of bitches.
She was like, I mean, we were dating back then too, so it was kind of like a little bit of not something polite to do. She was like, "Oh, I can't remember the conversation, but I know she said she didn't like it and she didn't want to do it again. Like, you just left me with her."
You
I
pawned your
still
girl.
feel bad to this day about it, but it's
You
something, and I
pawned
still get
you
a little
pawned your
choked
wife
up.
onto your friend's horrible
Well,
wife, like,
I didn't realize it was gonna be that,
mm,
crazy, I didn't realize it was gonna be all that, like,
yeah,
because I met Karen I met my wife because of Willie, because of World of Warcraft,
yeah.
because they were playing together, chat, and then I started chatting, so that was part of if I recall, that was part of the conversation. It's like, "Oh, you used to talk to him?" And I
And
was like,
that's just bullshit too. People online like, "Hey, listen, guys, see Carlton, he's a prime example. Like video games, they bring us all together.
"Oh,
And
yeah, they do. They bring us together."
if you want to get laid and get a wife, hop on World of Warcraft. Like, yeah, you were like 1 out of like 2 billion people. Like that may actually fucking work.
Well, I mean, there's actually more. I mean, you see all those videos where people who met on WoW have like WoW weddings and stuff,
Yeah,
cosplay weddings. But yeah, no, that's where
that would be
I
kind of
met
cool.
her, and
You show up as a fucking
because
orc.
of Willie, Willie was talking to her, and I was like, "Well, hello," and history
Yeah,
is made.
you show up as a fucking orc and Karen's like an elf.
Well, I'm freaking Coltarian compared to her, massively.
It's true. Here you go.
Yeah, that's why. I play the game. That's the character I pick. I'm like, this is me in real life, a big ass Coltarian towering over everyone.
Yeah. Good times. No, but it's just, that's said the whole, like, that's why I said YouTube and the podcast. It's like I love the sense of just hanging out with good people. It's just like my friend Leon, because said Leon, he loves Dragon Ball Daima, and Leon, it's what people call him, like the king of hot takes, where it's like Leon, it's like if everybody say hates hates Rebel Moon, Leon's one guy. You know what? I actually liked it. Like he loves the dumbest shit everyone else hates. But I always said I respect Leon because he doesn't love bad shit because just to like get clicks, just to be controversial. He actually feels this way. Like for him, like last night, he popped in this thing called Leon Cast, and I was listening to it, and he went this big spiel like why he cares about so Akira Toriyama made Dragon Ball, right? And
Yes.
he was comparing him to Tolkien, saying like how Akira Toriyama is more influential than Tolkien, who obviously who's a big man that created
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings. And his chat was like, "What the fuck you saying? Toriyama's more influential?" And he was breaking down his stats, so he's saying like why Lord of the Rings, for what it is, it's a fantasy genre, but like how Dragon Ball and like Toriyama didn't just create Dragon Ball, he changed the entire fucking medium of manga and anime. And like in Leon's stats, it may be controversial, but the point is he's got a good fucking point, a good argument. I'm listening to it like, you know what? I mean, it's definitely a good debate to have where it's like, who's more influential, Toriyama's work or J.R.R. Tolkien? I'm like,
Well, I
huh.
mean, it's a
And
good conversation to have, but at the
yeah.
same time, too, it's like you have to think about the culture surrounding each of the,
Oh yeah. That's why I said
too.
it's
Like where for
yeah.
Japan, I mean, how it took a while before those, came over here, and yeah, it hit big and it hit
Yeah.
big over here. But at the same time, you have to think about the cultures and everything. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I know both, and I said I watch all Dragon Balls. Yeah, I even read the mangas beyond uh the that Battle of the Universe. What was it called?
Battle. Oh no, so Tournament of Power.
Yeah, Tournament of Power,
Yeah.
because they have like 2 more arcs after that, and so
Oh
I
yeah.
was kinda disappointed when they decided to go with Diamond or whatever the heck. I only watched the
Diamond.
first
Yeah.
episode of it versus continuing with the storyline because it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, shit," they're fighting this guy. "Oh, shit, Black Frieza," It looked
Yeah.
pretty interesting, and, like, Goku mastering Ultra Instant Omen and stuff and everything. It's like, "Oh, this is pretty
Yeah.
cool." So I do read the mangas from time to time, so
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, Leon just like said, he'll just say something that makes him controversial, but he'll sit down, he'll give you his reasons, and whether he's right or wrong, it's just a point that it's good conversations. And I've said it for a long time here that Leon's the kind of guy where I can have him on here sometime where it's like, hey, if we have difference of opinions, I can respect the fact that we're like number one, we're respectful. Number two, we're having fun, and don't talk down to somebody because they see the world differently or they have a subject different than you. Like that's the problem with politics. Like me and Big Al, like I don't, he besides you, it's like only you and Al can really kind of talk politics about because Al has his views about Trump and against Trump, but also he's very level headed where we can have a good conversation where it doesn't turn to a screaming match. And that's how it used to be like that, where you can just sit back and just talk as friends about X, Y, and Z. Trump did this or Kamala did that, and I said I tried being like Joe Rogan as what they would call, I guess nowadays, like apolitical, where I'm kind of in the middle. And I've said this where and even Leon, like Leon would be considered probably conservative, but like I think liberals and conservatives both have a lot of flaws because, and that's the
mhm.
thing. It's like it's impossible to agree with everybody on everything, but this is why we have as adults discussions, not screaming matches, and we don't start like name bashing and stuff. And you've seen this where fucking people on the internet like, oh yeah, my husband voted for Trump, now I'm divorcing him. Like,
Oh, yeah,
goddamn,
I've
lady,
seen those videos,
calm
yeah.
down, ladies. Or like whatever, like my whatever, my mother voted for Biden, so now I'm blocking my mother. I'm disowning my mother on Facebook or disowning her, period. I'm like, because she voted for Biden? Holy shit, man. Like, that's insanity. Like,
I remember the first time, uh, Trump got elected, he's against Hillary. My mom's like, "If he wins, I'm moving to Canada," and I'm like, "She didn't go nowhere."
yeah,
But obviously this time around, it's like it's different, so it's interesting. I don't really care what people's political views are, what they are. It's just don't come at me with your craziness. I mean, I see some of the videos and some people are losing their shit, but I'm like,
Yeah,
ugh, that's just. But at the same time, too, it's like again, we've talked about this before. It's like we see these clips and videos on the internet. Yeah, they're getting a lot of view,
yeah,
but I can walk through my town, walk through, and none of this is. You don't see none of this. You know, it's like the internet seems to make it bigger, larger than it actually seems to be. You know, they
yeah.
take one thing and it's like every news
Mm.
channel is broadcasting it.
Oh, yeah, and
But
it's like it depends on these Joe Rogan was breaking down think bubbles and something when Enzo comes on, he'll join us where it's funny how people like, it's like, whatever, say you're on YouTube and say you follow, for example, the Critical Drinker. Well, Critical
mhm,
Drinker and some of his friends will say like whatever, Nerdrotic or Mauler or Hills vs. Babyface, and say you watch the same 4 channels. Okay, well, Drinker hated, like, say, Daredevil, right? And he didn't, but argument's sake. And
yeah,
like, and let's say, for instance, he hated, right? Neurotic hated Daredevil, and say, like, Mueller. So you watch 5 channels, and you're like, damn, well, everybody hates Daredevil, okay? But the thing is, in people's mind, you're watching 5 people on YouTube that hate Daredevil. What if there are 55 or 60 channels that love Daredevil? And then, but
yeah, yeah.
then it's a general consensus where it's like, well, everybody I know hates Daredevil. Yeah, you watch 5 people. There's 60 channels that are saying Daredevil's the best thing fucking ever. So who's right? And that's definitely,
Well, there's
and
that YouTube algorithm. If you're watching one set of videos, it's
well,
gonna
yeah, and that's what one thing Joe Rogan talked about in his podcast one time about think bubbles, where it's like, the internet can make you very where it's like you start lacking diversity of thought because if you think a certain way, say for instance, if you think left and all you do is think left, it's like you can find channels and Reddits and stuff and for where TikToks that think only left just like you, and people don't want never want to hear what the right has to say. Conversely, it's also same to the right. I support fucking Trump and all Trump supporters they only go to message boards and TikToks and Facebook comment sections of only people that think exactly like them. It's like, and that's a very dangerous way of thinking because the only way to ever evolve as a species and have good conversations is it's like to see the world in every point of view, not just your point of view. And especially when it comes to reviewing. So as I was saying earlier about with Gord, I'm like, yeah, man, if like I like the gentleman and I feel like I like the gentleman, say I like the gentleman, that's part
the
of what
gentleman.
yeah, and like probably said with the drinker at the time period, to say like, "Oh, Star Wars is shit" was very controversial, and some people back then would have said, "Oh yeah, you're saying Star Wars is shit. You're a fucking moron." Now in hindsight, like, damn, maybe Star Wars was shit. I should listen to you. So it's like never. It's definitely, whether you go a grain or don't go against the grain. Feel how you feel and be genuine about it, and just be thoughtful and just back your opinion up. And that's what made people like the drinker popular for because had back then, hey guys, I think The Last Jedi is a pretty shitty movie so many message boards before I had a channel were like, "Oh, Last Jedi is fantastic. You're a fucking idiot. It's a great movie." Now, 10 years later, you can't find a person that would defend The Last Jedi. But when it
Like you
came out,
say, it's
though,
a hell of a saying.
yeah, it's like just feel how you feel about stuff, man. Don't change your fucking opinion. And
Yeah,
that's
you
what's
don't
good.
need to change your opinion, but you gotta be open-minded. Like I said, I
Mm,
mean, everyone wants to find their own groups to click with people, and like I said, I watch the Critical Drinkers videos because I think he's level-headed
mm,
and he's fair. I mean, that he has shitted on movies that I felt like I personally like, but I'm like, "Hey, that's his
mm,
opinion,"
exactly.
and
Yeah,
it's interesting, interesting point of view. And then that's that, but it's still he has such a good review about these movies that
yeah,
I'm like, "Hmm, okay, I can see that, I can see that." I'm
well,
still
shit.
like it, it's my guilty
I
pleasure.
said that with you. I mean, for most part, you and me, I'd say probably out of 100 video games, 100 movies, we probably agree on like 99 out of 100. But like, does every single movie I love you love? Hell no. I've known you for fucking 30 some odd goddamn years. And
I don't
for
know, we
people,
watch a lot of movies, and we probably do. I mean, lately, you probably see more newer movies than me,
yeah,
but that's about it because that's like I haven't I'll see them pop up, and then I'm like, "Ah, don't know if I wanna watch that."
yeah. Well, it's I'm saying the biggest problem I see for a lot of people now, especially like in a partner, it could be a partner, it could be podcasting, it could be, say Rogan, for example. Rogan has mostly been apolitical, but I think Joe, he's been the most balanced out there. And recently he's always been a big supporter of Elon and Elon's been supporting Trump. And like now, like, whatever, Joe Rogan is like pissing off some of his fans because he's getting too political or he's supporting Trump. It's like, well, I mean, and his podcast is still going as strong as ever. And just he wants to support Trump. It's his fucking right to support Trump. And but people, it's like, and if Joe's done like wow, 2,000 episodes of his fucking podcast, if you try to agree with everything that Joe says and comes out of his fucking mouth, you guys, it's like you are in a very dangerous area where it's like, Jesus Christ, guys, if you want to agree with everything somebody says, then go ahead and clone yourself because like it's like you're not going to agree on every little
Then
goddamn
clone
thing.
yourself to talk to yourself in the mirror.
There you go. Look in the mirror like,
Know?
yes. It's, yeah, 'cause even like your clone, your clone may fucking go to bed.
Like your clone may
Like,
get a different like gene or something, and like, wow, you're an idiot.
yeah, really.
And then so it's like it's better to just talk to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
You have arguments in your shower while your shampoo bottles watch you and listen. You know?
Well, we killed a good half hour. I'm not sure when the fuck Junior's getting here, so I got news articles because I always have news articles. These articles are fun. I'm just gonna pick up random ones and let's see. Let's start with this one.
Yeah, I get all my news from you because I barely
see this.
Okay, I was a Starbucks barista. Here's how I secretly got revenge on rude customers. Oh, you know, it actually reminds me of after you do this, something that was going on in that area up here.
That load on one.
Let me
Yeah,
find out where you
problem with StreamYard sometimes when you have multiple tabs open, it loads pretty slow on my end. So, trying to see why it's not. There we go. Okay, yes. So this comes from New York Post, and I always find fun news articles for us to discuss and laugh about. So I was a Starbucks barista. Here's how I secretly got revenge on rude customers. Oh no, this is going to be pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
that's why I was a Starbucks.
Yep. Look what you made me brew. I got the joke. So of course, baristas they're constantly under pressure to complete coffee orders as quickly as possible. Mistakes are bound to happen. Okay, sometimes innocently, other times deliberately. Oh boy. So a former barista shared on Reddit how exactly they would sneakily seek out revenge on rude customers. I worked at Starbucks for over 6 years, and the only way I could get back rude customers was to subtly messing up their orders. That's nice, fucking bitch. Listen, even if a person's fucking rude, it's still your job though to do your fucking job. I mean,
yeah, a lot could be said about that. Like they could be rude, but at the same time, those people doesn't take much for them to be a little bit more patient. Like,
I know.
Again, when you drive the bus, you see hundreds of people a day, but you hear the same question 100 times. But just because you heard it doesn't mean they asked that question. So it's like it's perspective. But it's like if these people were rude as hell and they were nasty, I mean, they deserve it in a way. But we'll see what you did.
Nothing too crazy, but just enough to be annoying. Someone talking on the phones while ordering, which see, I get that, but also to be fair, I've been on the phone where I'm just like I'm talking. I can talk to a barista and a person on the phone, but it depends. I sometimes I've had sometimes with work or my kid like an emergency. I don't know. It just
get the fuck out of line. Why are you talking on the phone?
No. Piece of shit. No. Or I was talking to. Listen, I was talking to a girl once. I was trying to get laid. Okay, like please touch my pee.
Well, then you could have got out of the line because that's what should have been 100% of your focus. Not
exactly.
Excuse me while I seduce you on the phone. Let me order my.
I kick my weak ass game while I'm ordering Starbucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you thought the Starbucks going to add to your machismo.
It is true. It's like it's not barista. I'm sex like that. But make passive aggressive comments or just talk down to us like we weren't people. No, I agree with that. People are assholes. I was 22 and then I'm not exactly proud of it now. Well, we've all been there.
Well, everyone learns. I mean,
further elaborating that although it didn't happen often, the former employee revealed that one time though, a lady asked me to steam her milk to 200 degrees. Damn. I told her it was a safety issue and I couldn't do it. See, it's 200 fucking degrees. Oh, okay. She snapped. Hire someone who can. So yeah, she got the decaf treatment.
Oh, that's tolerant. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
She just went from coffee to decaf. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so recourse.
I mean, it's hard because if you're in these public, service jobs, you got to deal with the public guests. So there's a certain level of professionalism on you, but there should be a certain level of courtesy.
Yeah.
On the customer. It's like the customer's not always right. That model died like 10, 15 years
ago. Let's see. I worked an overnight shift at a Mexican restaurant, so oftentimes we get the super rude and drunk crowd. Oh yeah,
the drunk crowd. Some people do stupid shit when they're drunk. Yeah.
I would do things like give people a small straw for a large drink, give them one or two salsas for 6 tacos, or a single napkin, or let them know we were out of certain drinks even though if we weren't. Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, this right here seems harmless. I was thinking of shit like spitting in their drink.
This is what I'm saying. My friend worked at a Starbucks in the Path in Toronto. He would take a very rude lady's tea bag and rub it on the insides of the toilet bowl for 10 minutes. See, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
She drank shit tea every day for him. Don't feel bad about some decaf coffee. Also, people be kind to people who prepare your food. That was the whole premise of the film Waiting. But yes, it's like, listen,
Oh, Wait? Yeah.
Waiting with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I
But
remember that, yeah.
like you said, it's one thing, okay, messing with decaf, just being kind of like annoying. But taking someone's fucking tea bag and rubbing that shit in the toilet, like, dude, you're going too fucking far. Like, the whole
Yeah,
spitting,
that's
spitting in their
like I
fucking
said, that one napkin, those little annoyances. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're not worried about the tip. I mean, that I see is small passive aggressive things. I mean, should they do it? No, again, professionalism. But at the same time, it's just if they're causing a slight annoyance to you, I seem in my mind it's justifiable. But when you start talking about bodily fluids, that
yeah,
can be hard.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows
The
what
whole
kind of drugs? Like, oh, my wife got crabs in her mouth because of the tea bag to do rub on the public toilet seat.
Yeah, the whole cliche of spitting someone's fucking food. Yeah, it's just like, that's it's come on. There's certain fucking lines. Christ. It's just one
Yeah,
here.
I got one for you too because we're on that subject. So this is over, in our area. So when was this? This was February 26th, so a couple of weeks ago. Like in
Okay.
New Hampshire, a woman was arrested on Friday for allegedly contaminating items at a grocery store with her urine over
Actually,
the course
I
of
found that.
several years. Yeah, yeah,
Hold
that's
on. It's right here. Actually, I found it. Here we
yeah.
go.
So it's like yeah. So she's like videos posted for herself to an unknown internet site showing her contaminated items at a food co-op with her urine. The Niles report post that she, made for the police on February 14th. And also, I
Yeah.
believe there were some videos too where she was going around.
Boy, yeah, that would just like so you're that's fucking loading slow. Urinating
Yeah.
on grocery store food and filming it also after cops found trove of similar videos dating back 4 years. How long was she fucking doing this shit for, dude? Holy shit! Of course, in goddamn New Hampshire. See, it's why New Hampshire sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see.
Some
She was
oh gosh, she
tw-
looks crazy as hell too.
23. So look at this at Monadnock Food Co-op in New Hampshire. Never go there, Carlton. Tell Karen.
I know where that is too. So
Jesus.
but I never
Costing them over $1,500 for the ruined products and cleaning expenses. The Keene Police Department said in a press release. Wow.
see
So it's
now.
like, so,
Before you scroll down,
mm,
look at that picture. I've
oh
been
yeah,
noticing that it's the eyes that let you know they're
the
crazy.
eyes.
It's like watching all these videos of like people going crazy and stuff. It's like right there, the eyes give it away.
Uh-huh.
There's just, I mean, she looks like she's looking normal, but if you take a moment, you can just feel the vibes.
Yeah, well, plus, say what you want, guys. There's certain fuck stereotypes. So listen, something that black people ain't doing this kind of shit. You know what, guys?
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe.
I mean, this
I
is just
mean,
this
I've
such.
seen a lot of Walmart video where people were just throwing their bodies on the meat and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this is such a fucking cliche white person crime. It's like, fuck, you don't see Mexicans or fucking Asian people just going to fucking Whole Foods and pissing on products. You
Yeah,
fucking
this seems more
bitch.
like an American thing. It doesn't matter what skin color; it just seems more American versus other
Oh Christ! Okay,
countries.
pause this shit. Okay, yeah. So the grocery store had also had an issue to recall for organic quinoa, cornmeal, polenta, coconut shreds, and raw walnuts after she relieved herself on the products. It wasn't her first time peeing in places she shouldn't. If anything, it was a hobby for the young urinator. So it's like, how much stuff with Jesus Christ? I mean,
The
this is just,
young urinator.
it's like these guys, look, this picture of the store too.
Mm,
Police recovered multiple videos.
it's
Tedford herself.
Monadnock, not Monadunk. Monadnock.
Okay.
Yeah, believe
So,
me, I called it Monadunk for a long time before
yeah,
someone was like, "It's Monadnock."
that's the point. So she was doing this shit for 4 fucking years. So how much stuff did she piss on, man? It's just like, after reviewing the videos, police surmised that the serial public urinator likely tormented not only the grocery store, but a slew of nearby communities with her disturbing delinquency. Wow. She was released on her own reconnaissance and is set to appear in arraignment. I'm just curious too, what kind of fucking charges? Because I'd say one thing. I mean, yeah, because that's a certain level of like, here's a problem here. See, somehow contaminating consumables is not a novelty in the United States. In California, an HIV positive man dubbed the Piss Bandit took it upon himself to leave bottles filled with his urine around a Pasadena neighborhood as a means of taunting residents. The community was floored by sheer dedication and seemingly superhuman bladder. But in all reality, like you said, the thing is, God forbid, what if she had fucking say she did have HIV or HIV or some kind of fucking illness that she was spreading to innocent fucking people? That's fucking wrong. And it's like, and that's like, bitch, listen, if I If I went to a grocery store and find out what my kid caught hepatitis or some shit or caught a disease because you were pissing on fucking bottles, I'm probably gonna fucking beat you almost half to death. Like, come on, that's fucking there's like
Well, I mean, you say that, but if you look at those reports that all of those touchscreens at McDonald's has fecal matter on it,
mm,
all a lot of these touchscreens you use in all these stores and stuff just have passive fecal matter on it, and it's not intentional. And then your son gets sick from that. Are you going to try to do a DNA analysis to find out who what
no, but
fecal
like I said,
matter on?
what's one thing like,
Yeah, this is deliberate
yeah,
though. Yeah,
that's it. It's like, because everybody goes to a fucking the whole public toilet and stuff, wash your hands and don't touch the hand but it's just like I said, but it's just like, deliberately peeing on people's fucking food. Like, you're fucking come on, lady, you just what an asshole,
some,
man.
there's some just
Yeah.
deranged behavior.
Mm,
I feel like, I mean, it goes both way. I feel like the world is getting crazier, but at the same time, I feel like it's always been crazy, and
yeah.
just that viewing windows getting larger because of again, the internet. We can see more, we can consume more, and we can just realize, God damn, shit is crazy.
Mm,
And then it's like, oh,
yeah.
I don't need to leave the house today. I'm just gonna sit here.
Then one thing, I'm feeling pretty goddamn good. They said, yeah, again, this flame vodka for fucking for 10 bucks and shit.
You see the lid? Oh my god! It looked
Look,
like
look,
the
look,
lid looks like it's a lotion bottle.
it's I know I tried checking. It's like
Like,
it's a fire hydrant, so but
I mean, that's pretty cool, but I thought it was like one of those lotion pumps where you just push down on
oh
it.
yeah, you can just do
I
both.
mean, rub some flame lotion all
I
over
not
my
really.
hand.
Actually, probably fucking could pump it because there's little thing in here. But anyway,
Yeah,
mistake
yeah.
that part. Yeah. Either way, say for 9.99, it's well seen with inflation, man. It's like friggin' for inflation for 10 bucks. I'm not paying 60 bucks for a goddamn bottle of Jack. So this shit is, but it creeps, man. Just right now, I'm not drunk, but I'm feeling like, all right, I had a bad day at work and goddamn
How did you
vodka
have
and
a bad
Sprite.
day? Just dealing
Eh,
with stupid people.
Well, I mean, you've been there. Was just yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you work in public transit, dealing with people, you're just like,
I mean, work in public, period.
uh, well,
About the same.
there's been a new thing. I'll talk about this in a minute. On a side note, just telling you as a friend, but there's been an increase in public people attacking public drivers, like basically bus drivers, and not just my company, but other companies around the country. People are getting a lot more fucking braver, putting hands on fucking employees, and that's we can chat in a minute. So
Yeah.
we can just talk about this one.
Definitely get that
So
right.
as I've said, man, I think as a father and as a man, I do a very good job talking to my son. And of course, do I know every single aspect of my son's life? No, he could be creating like, some Columbine shit. I hope not. I hope I raised a better kid than that. But I talk to my
I will
son
blame
all
you if you did.
yeah, exactly. It'll be my fucking fault. You son of a bitch, why'd you raise a fucking serial bomber? Like I didn't, but like whenever, I've told people, my son, fucking your godson lives in a different era. At 17 years old, 18 years old, Yumi didn't have these things called smartphones and the internet and shit like that. But
No,
there's
I'm trying to think. Well, I know before you continue, I'm trying to think.
yeah,
17 years old. I mean,
we had
pretty much we're in high school. I remember. I mean,
we
obviously
still
we
playing
have
Mario
Super
Kart.
Nintendo.
No,
Yeah, like Super
but then
Nintendo
we
or
had
PlayStation.
64. We had 64 by then.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
64.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember which console was out. Yeah, it was the 64 and the
Because
PlayStation.
Final Fantasy 7 came out, we were still all
Yeah,
in
we
fucking
were in
fresh
high school. I
we
remember.
we were in
Yep, I
freshman
remember
year.
in high school. Yeah,
Yeah,
so the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. Yeah,
yeah.
even and whatever other console we had, Jaguar. But yeah, no, I was trying to think. Yeah,
Because remember,
that was pretty much it. Yeah, yeah.
fucking was it, remember Web TV? Web TV came out when I was a senior in high school. Web TV, and that was a big thing. Remember, it's still the whole, it's like and fucking 10
Remember
minutes of
Sega Channel?
yes, I do. That was
Yeah, I
awesome.
remember that because I remember the first I mean, that was just groundbreaking at the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It was pretty much the modern day, since Game Pass or the
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation Store. It's like you have a codex cable go to the back of
Yep.
this modified cartridge, you put it into your Sega, and
Yeah.
every month you get to pick a list of games and they'll rotate it. So like first of every month, I'll ask my mom to stay home from school. I'll help her do grocery shopping. And then I'll be on the Sega Channel all day, like Shining Force and all those games. Just like, oh,
Yeah. Back in the
amazing.
day.
But yeah, but I should let's get back on
Well,
track. But
that's
yeah,
what saying
17,
yeah.
yes.
Well, just saying, like, Christian has a different life, and I try my best as a
Mhm.
father to talk to him about, like, just modern things that he didn't have to deal with. But as Yumi said in Big Al, I told Big Al about this. He's like, Chris, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, Darwinism and like life weeding itself out. But I do wonder, dude. It's like, are modern kids getting dumber than us, or is it the internet? I'm not sure. But when I read, and I told my son this, he started laughing. But I was like, Christian, just again, as a father, just do me a favor and friggin' just don't do dumb shit like this and pull us up. I just killed it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it feels like modern kids are getting dumber because there's chat, GPA or whatever the hell it's called, and all those other AI programs, but they have like all the information in the world at the palm of their hands. And I know it's a lot of information, but it's just they don't look it up.
So right here, I read this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. So Carlton, I mean, again, we were teenagers. We had fun times, but what we didn't do was inject butterfly remains into our bodies.
Wait, what?
Yes. So this happened. World news: a teen dies after injecting himself with butterfly remains, possibly as part of a twisted online challenge report. Okay.
I mean, there's the Tide Pod challenge, so I'm not
A
surprised.
14-year-old Brazilian boy died after injecting himself with butterfly remains, with police investigating whether it was part of a twisted online challenge, according to a report. So, he told his dad he hurt himself while playing, then confessed what really happened when he continued growing sicker and was admitted to a hospital in whatever country, Palatino. But he started to vomit and then developed a limp after mixing a dead butterfly in water, injecting the liquid into his leg. Yeah. Before I even go, again, Carlton, even at 14, when I was 14, I was masturbating, I was playing Super Nintendo, and I just never thought one day I'm gonna take a butterfly, mix it with water, put it into a needle, and just right into my fucking leg. It just
Yeah, most we
I
would be what? Walking through the neighborhood and like, "Oh, let's eat this crab apple off the tree or this blackberry out of this bush." That's
I
pretty much the craziest thing I can recall.
I still look at
That
people, and of course, people will fucking joke me the laugh emoji, but the bottom line is I'm a father, and kids do dumb shit. We all fucking do dumb
mhm.
things. Had my son died at 14, like I just said, as a man, I mean, how do you? I mean, we all joke about stupidity, but Jesus Christ, like imagine some people, yeah. So my kid died at 14. Why is your kid dead? From a butterfly body. Wait, what?
Yeah, and
Y-
it's
y-
hard because it may not necessarily be the father's fault. I mean, yeah, the kid should have been more aware, but there's always that peer pressure. There's always
Yeah.
that,
What I'm saying, it's
they wanna
supposed to be.
fit in. There's probably multiple factors, but it's stupid. I mean, he couldn't say like, "Oh, yeah, I did inject it," but
'Cause it's like it is a discussion to have because about peer pressure. Do we been there? Come on, everybody fucking knows kids do dumb shit because their friends tell them to do dumb shit. We've all
yeah,
talked
all the
about it.
time. It's part of
Everybody,
life.
we've all like fucking come on, look at even A Christmas Story, the whole like fucking taking your tongue and putting your tongue onto a pole and the tongue is stuck, it's stupid shit kids do. This is the age of the internet where it's like some kid is fucking bored, some kid tells his friend, tells a friend, and you get a whole group chain and
It's a
TikToks or
challenge,
whatever.
yeah.
It's a
Let's
challenge.
challenge
It's
them.
like and it's hard to say, like, people can joke about Darwinism, survival of the fucking fittest, and, "Oh, the kid deserved it." No, a fucking 14-year-old didn't deserve to die by something stupid, but I weep for his fucking parents because, Jesus Christ, parents lost their kid. But, sorry, his dad also found the syringe his son had used hidden under the boy's pillow and says that so, rushed to the hospital, the state of Bahia's third largest city, the mysterious death linked to possible toxins in the butterfly mix that caused his body to shut down as he went into septic shock is making headlines across Brazil. Local police were waiting for the full postmortem, declaring cause of death, and just waiting for the autopsy. But I mean, I was reading two different butterflies, depending on what he grabbed, had different kinds of obviously fucking toxins and poisons in their bodies. So,
Yeah.
and him directly injecting to his fucking leg. I mean, they're butterflies have a complex biology and the fluids present in their bodies have not been studied in depth in terms of the toxicity to humans because most people aren't sticking them to their fucking bodies. But um, while the milkweed that monarch butterflies feed on as caterpillars is a poisonous toxin stored in their bodies, authorities have not said that what type of butterfly had been injected to his body. And yeah, good old comments. Boy, my kids admitted to me years later that when confronted with something sketch, they heard my voice, thereby avoiding anything bad. I remember that same for my scary dad. I don't want any trouble from you tonight. Okay, yeah, yeah. Rest in peace, definitely, man. I'm not sure. Again, hold on. Good thing Biden is gone, or he would have budgeted $50 million over taxpayer dollars for butterfly research. Jesus Christ, piece of
Yeah,
shit.
crazy.
But Yeah,
You
so
know,
this
I'd say, yeah, kids, we all do dumb shit, especially to impress, peer pressure. I mean, I think the peer pressure and the influence is a lot larger now with access to the internet, TikTok and Instagram and all those other apps compared to just your small group of friends at school. I know did dumb shit, but
yeah.
that's like next level. Like that whole Tide Pod challenge and well, there's another challenge where kids will eat shit off the ground or something like
That's me. It's like,
straight.
yeah, it just
It's
the
just
thing is, like, I mean, we always just
what makes you think like, oh, I'm gonna be a part. This is gonna be funny. I'm like,
well,
that
because it's
is
like with the whole Tide Pod
waste.
thing, right? People say, okay, kids are dumb eating in fucking Tide Pods. Remember, again, in '90s, we didn't have Tide Pods, but also our generation. You know this, dude. How many of our fucking friends I didn't, because I'm not a fucking moron, would sniff glue. They would take white out. They would sniff gasoline. Like, let's be honest, kids even in the '90s, kids every generation, teenagers, it goes by the technologies. Like I said, Tide Pods. It had Tide Pods existed in the fucking '90s.
Oh god, he's slurring.
Yeah. Plenty, but there would have been kids out there that were eating Tide Pods in our generation. Fuck, you and me probably would have fucking known some of them. It's like, so it's
I mean,
because
the closest I think I would have got something if I was thirsty and there was a jug of something that looked like Kool-Aid or a
yeah.
juice, and you know.
Well, it's even the fucking joke. Like, what was it? In the freaking Chris Farley film, there, Black Sheep. Like
Mhm.
one point, Dan Aykroyd says to Chris Farley, he's like, "What did you do as a kid? Were you eating paint chips?" And like, wait, what? No. But like, okay, in that generation of like their '60s and '70s kids eating paint chips that will come off the fucking walls that have toxins in them.
I had
The whole
lead poisoning. My
the,
sister ate paint chips from our
the whole
house and
that
got
was
lead
the whole joke.
poisoning.
It's like,
Yeah,
lead poisoning kids, but some kids would do it on purpose. So it's
yeah.
like,
No, she had some of the paint chips. It had, she had lead poisoning from it. Was sick for a while, and we got a settlement.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe
so
that
it's
will explain why she's so crazy nowadays.
I mean, we joke about it, but that could be true. That's the fucked up part about it, man. So
But it's so interesting too. It's like me, my two brothers, and my sister. We all grew up in the same houses. If the same shit, it's like, but we're all like four completely different people with, you know,
yeah,
and we have one that she's crazy, and
yeah,
then we have one that just can't stop moving. Who has the ginger? Like, well, we already know gingers are soulless, so
exactly.
he's over
No,
there in Korea and China. You know,
yeah, it just sucks overall, man. So I just, I mean, we all have dark humor, and I can joke all day. Oh yeah, the kid's fucking dead, but still, as a father, it's weird too. Has said how we do change. Like, you know what, man, I will still always believe in dark humor and laugh about stuff. But I admit that when I was 25 and a dad, I could laugh. Oh yeah, some dickhead kid died at 14 from butterfly. Oh, it's fucking funny as hell. Now in my 40s, as a father teenager, when someone's teenager dies, it's not as funny anymore because now I am the dad of a teenager. So
yeah.
it's
All
like,
you can do is just give the correct information to your kids and hopefully they retain it.
yeah,
There's just, I mean, the oldest granddaughter, she just got a cell phone.
mm,
She's going on 13. She just got a cell phone, like maybe like for like 5, 6 months now. But it's being monitored by the parents, but it's just something that, they didn't want to give it to them too young. But there's sometimes, I mean, that there's now this new whole level where, because we didn't have cell phones, we left the school, we came back, that was it. But
yeah,
now it's like, oh, we need to have our cell phone in case they need to reach us. I'm like, we didn't have that safety net.
exactly.
In case we just like, if the teacher didn't call and no one picked up, or we just walked home, was like, make
Yeah.
sure you call me. Like back in our day, it was like my wife used to say, yeah, we'll just pick up the phone, hit dial operator, and like leave a quick message, like, I'm okay, mom, I'm on my way to the house right now. You know?
Yeah.
Instead of paying for the service fees.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy. Let's see, next article. All right, that one was dead. I'm Chris Carlton, so let's find out. I mean, boy, the future. Future's funny, man. We're eating bugs, we're drinking things, doing things differently, but the question to be asked is that, okay, cockroach milk. How do we feel about cockroach milk?
I didn't even know cockroaches made milk.
Neither did I, apparently.
Cockroach milk derived from the species Diploptera
Uh,
punctatia, whatever,
yeah, no words.
more nutrition than
Cockroach.
cow milk. Honestly, though, I mean, it may seem far fetched here in America, but you watch those like um, cooking shows, and I forgot what the guy's name. He goes over to other countries and
Yeah.
they eat all sorts of stuff. Like I saw a guy like cook a tarantula and eat the eggs and stuff from
Yeah.
it.
I
Maybe
don't know
it's
why
something they do.
And if
but
we
this
had
is
a
always it. Sorry, before you continue, but it's like
mm,
over the past, what is it? It seems like at least the past 4 or 5 years, like they're always pushing these bug stuff here. It's like, how about
yeah.
crickets? I just feel like they're just pushing so hard. The term superfood.
Oh,
How'd
I
you
know.
know?
Yeah, exactly. Like the new superfood is like, you know what the new superfood is? Cockroach milk.
They probably got the idea when Luke was sucking on that thing's green milk titty.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
definitely.
what other thing secretes milk?
Uh, Cockroach milk derived from the species, whatever, punctured cockroach, has been found to look at this 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk. Of course it is. And also, who's doing this research? I must ask.
Exactly. Well, we're probably paying for it for sure,
It's funny how you
even if
just
it's
said it.
another country doing
You just said it right there. The term superfood is commonly used in fitness and wellness circles.
it.
Yep. Often referring to nutrient dense foods like dark leafy greens, berries, and nuts. Okay. So recent studies have been an unexpected contender. It may sound off putting. Scientists have found that cockroach milk, specifically from whatever species, okay, and says that researchers have highlighted that milk is rich in proteins, fats, and sugars, making one of the most nutrient dense substances on the planet. Despite its unconventional origin, cockroach milk is now being studied for its potential to provide valuable nutrients and could play a role in future food innovations. While still in the early stages of research, this discovery opens new doors for alternative, sustainable food sources. Sure, I'm curious, like how are you? Where's the cockroach seat, Carlton? I mean, what are you going
They
like? You go like
secrete it
this?
from it. Yeah. What was that?
It's
I
like
seen from Meet the Parents. You milk a cat, fuck.
he's like
You milk cockroaches, fucker.
he's like, well, you pretty much milk anything with nipples. He's like, yeah. I get
I got
nipples,
it, little
Greg.
fucker. Yeah,
Can you milk
right.
me?
Can you exactly.
Oh,
Can you milk
Christ.
me?
So, according to the Independent, they found that the yellowish substance crystallized inside the stomachs of the cockroach's offspring when fed to them. Okay, so it's inside their stomachs, as well as revealing it contains 3 times the calories of buffalo milk, previously the most calorie rich mammalian milk. Didn't know that. Huh. I mean, not a lot of buffaloes around here, so
Yeah, thanks a
um,
lot, white people. Killing.
exactly. So the researchers found it contains a ton of proteins, amino acids, and healthy sugars to help with cell growth and repair. Sure, as
You
well
might as
as
well just give us a bottle of stem cells from, newborn babies. That's all
also
we.
they all say too, as with all superfoods, it's crucial to remember that they should complement a balanced, diverse diet rather than replace traditional healthy eating habits. In other words, don't just Christ.
Yeah, don't do the TikTok challenge where you milk cockroaches and get
It's gonna be
poisoned.
so. Guys, want a new TikTok challenge? What's the new TikTok
Oh, you know what?
challenge? Drink
Can you
eight
get this
ounces a
out
day.
there? And then people's like, "Oh, my houses are full of cockroaches. Is that white stuff when I step on them?" And let me make a cup of that. Ugh,
Some guy's fucking
gross.
yeah. He's just gathering cockroaches, put them in a fucking blender, doing put in the fucking protein because that's the milk, right? Put a fucking protein powder, in it, guys. The new protein shake that I'm drinking is got cockroach infested.
I don't know if you ever saw
Oh,
Snowpiercer with Chris Evans.
yeah, good movie
Evan is
actually.
showing like all those giant crickets being grinded up into those protein gelatin bars. Like, come get your
Delicious.
daily ration. That's
Yep,
what I think of when I hear of anything about insects and food is them making those gelatin ration bars.
delicious. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
cockroach milk. I mean, but it's funny is because as Americans, it's weird like how say like a cow, for example, we might have a big juicy steak or hamburger, but in other countries, hamburgers are disgusting. Or like say pork. Certain religions that these people, if they hear you eat pork chops or bacon, they're offended by pork chops and bacon. They think it's fucking disgusting. But
And
then
I
like
said there's countries out there that have these delicacies where they have bugs they pick off trees and just
yeah,
pop them in some oil and it
yeah,
tastes like popcorn and like, insects. Like I said, that one video I saw years ago where the guy like was cooking tarantulas and eating
mm,
the eggs and stuff. It's like, I mean, maybe it's not like a huge delicacy. It could just be something for the local country, but it's just like, people do eat that shit.
let me
It's
text.
just, I mean, we obviously were squeamish and because it's not a common food. And honestly, man, besides like chicken, beef, and pork, I don't eat anything else. Like my wife tried I remember I had steak one time. I was like, well, this is some okay steak. It tastes weird. Maybe it's the seasoning. She's like, it was lamb. I was like, how dare you lie to me?
Dirty lamb.
How dare you give me lamb? Like,
That's
well, you said it was good. I was like, yeah, until I tasted the lies.
The lies of lamb.
Yeah. How dare you poison me? Well, I mean,
It tastes the lies and this delicious meat.
it was delicious until I got that hint of lies and deceit on my tongue.
God, that's actually a fat guy. Let's see. So apparently, I mean, oh God, people could do this. I mean, I wouldn't pay for it because my life is pretty fucking sad. Not just sad though. Would you? You well, because let's just pretend Karen wasn't there, Carlton. But
Mhm.
would you be hiring a naked cleaner, hiring a naked woman to clean your house?
My
I
house
mean,
wouldn't even be dirty. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, is that any different than hiring a hooker to clean
That's
your
what I'm
house?
saying. Well, this is what's pretty funny about the situation, right? So I'm a naked cleaner. Here's what I do when my clients strip down too. Wait, what? Why are your clients stripping down for? But I mean,
Before we continue,
oh damn.
could you imagine Mark hires one of these naked cleaners and he's just standing there behind her naked, just breathing heavily, like,
It's like
just rubbing his belly,
I was gut
his
like, oh
little
Christ.
white mushroom sticking out.
He said it with the white mushroom. Jesus Christ. It's all pale. Yeah, I just like I'm not sure about this. Even if I'm single, if I got a studio apartment, hiring a strange woman coming to my house naked and clean my house, I'm just like, I don't know because
I
there's
mean,
so many
depends on the price. You have a professional, or you can just hire
it's just
a hook,
I mean the
a lady
cliche of
of the
like
night.
I mean who doesn't want a hot chick to clean their fucking house who's naked, but there's so many like legalities and trust issues and I'm not sure if it's one thing if my girlfriend or my wife was doing it naked, but like a stranger because there was just like I'm jaded by the internet, Carlton, where
61 an hour?
so much can go wrong with the
No,
situation. That's why.
so much. It's like, even
Yes.
though so much, there's always the wrong
I mean,
attention.
Christ, man.
There are
Yeah.
a few people who are you don't get it. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
So,
Yeah.
with the exception of her bright yellow rubber gloves, Lottie Ray scrubs strangers' homes in the buff,
The
the
nude.
nude. But that's not even the most unusual thing about the 32-year-old's job as a naked cleaner charging $61 an hour. Now, again, if you break down an hour, right? Paying a chick $60 for an hour to clean your house while she's naked for an hour. I mean, in 2025, it's not really a bad paying job.
Why
I mean,
can't a guy do this? Why can't I go be a naked cleaner, you know?
there
I
could be
mean,
there could be a market for that call.
yeah. It's always gotta be young, attractive women, getting $61 an
Yeah.
hour. Like, what
Oh,
about
God.
equal rights and equal pay? I wanna be a
Wish Junior was here. Fuck, someone pays his dad.
yeah. I wanna be a naked dude that cleans your house for $61 an hour.
Oh
They
yeah.
deserve it.
So let's say, oh God. So despite insisting, here it is. Despite insisting she's just there to clean, wink, wink. Some of her male clientele, like Mark, believe that getting more bang for their buck, so to speak. There's a fair amount of people who are creepy. A handful of the guys that clean for book cleaners on the premise they'll get something else. Yeah, because what I mean, it's a weird situation, sweetheart. Like, listen, I mean, I get it where it's like you're there to do a job, but you're not there to be a prostitute. But I
Well,
mean, no one's taking you seriously. Where it's like, yeah, Carlton. So I paid a chick $60 an hour for what? To come over to my house and clean for me naked. Like men, men are
yeah.
not complicated creatures.
Yeah, this is the man's thought. So you throw this big juicy piece of steak in front of me.
Exactly.
It looks
I have to
delicious.
watch it and
It's
savor
cooked
it,
to perfection. You just want me to look at it?
look at it,
I
and drool.
It's like, yeah, I can smell it maybe? It's like, come on.
Ugh.
That's why a man thinks you got this naked woman in front of him. It's not even logic. It's just like up the penis brain took over.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, because I mean,
Your
in all
penis.
fairness, sweetheart, I could, if I'm gonna pay for someone 20, $30 an hour to clean my house, clean my fucking house. If I'm paying you to be fucking naked,
I wanna
guys are
see the
think
show.
guys are thinking they're getting their fucking dishes washed and they're getting a blowjob afterwards. That's what they're thinking. I mean, could you blame
They'll
them?
give
So
you a $5 tip.
exactly. There's a fair few people who are creepy. A handful of the guys I clean for. Okay, we already seen that part, but I mean, well, damn, not bad body. Shit, there we go. I'll pay
Little
her.
side boob there.
So, however, Ray freaked out with the first job she ever booked and didn't end up going well. Do you think? After looking up the house on Google Maps and seeing it seeing it backed into a woodland, it's like, wait, she's checking fucking Google Maps. Where's this house at again? Okay, back here, 10 miles fucking south, a straight log cabin.
I know.
It's,
Next to a lake.
yep. Possibly some dead teenagers and shit. But going forward, I thought I can do this, and she started accepting jobs. She said, "I met all sorts of people over the years. I bet you have.
Dang.
While younger men with disposable income want to try something different, others think the maid routine is a ruse." That's exactly. With one guy even putting porn on his TV while naked, very polished, and scrubbed his home. Damn.
Can
Creepy
you
or pro-
imagine she's cleaning and he was in the other room? Oh yeah.
He's watching it. He's
Wow,
watching
chicka,
it
wow,
too.
wow.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's right.
He's like,
You clean that goddamn.
God damn, that floor is dirty.
Jesus Christ, man. So
Oh, you forgot a spot. Oh,
creepy or pervy men aside, some of her clientele just want company or someone to hang out with hang out with in the buff. Sure. I
I
mean,
mean, first of all, who thinks of this shit? That's who just says, you know what? I'm gonna start my own business and I'm gonna clean people's
yeah,
houses.
I got off work called to have a fucking drink, and I just want to I'm gonna talk to fucking Sue or whatever. I'm gonna talk to Alice while she's naked, fucking vacuuming my floors and scrub my dishes. Hey, Alice, how's it been? Hey, Chris, how was work today? Oh, hard day at work. I didn't fucking, I had just different issues and stuff. How was your day? Oh, not bad. As the titties are hanging out, and she's fucking doing my
Could you
dishes.
imagine
Oh, Christ.
your cousin cleaning Mark's place?
Mm,
He's like,
God. Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
get one of Chris's family members.
Jesus Christ.
I think
Says
he's gone after everybody.
one of her regular male clients is even a nudist
Oh
himself.
my god. He's just standing there in the corner rubbing his stomach like that's right.
He said he's fucking nude.
He's
He's about
already naked when I get in. We have
exactly.
coffee and I play with his dog and then get to work. What
Oh
is
man.
his dog like slang for
I text Enzo said
penis?
you gotta be here. You have to be here next week for this. Be here next week. Next
Yeah.
week. We're here left for us up.
Hit him again next week. I want to
Yeah.
see what he's
An RS. So that's my buddy Enzo. So, I called fucking Junior, so wait for his fat ass and Jesus Christ, Junior. So
probably fell
anyway.
asleep on a toilet taking a shit while eating
He's-
some chicken wings.
He's already naked when I get in. We have coffee. And I play with his dog.
I play with his wiener.
I'm telling Enzo he's gonna put this on his fucking YouTube channel. Jesus Christ, man. You can't make this up. She's like, I play with his dog and then I get to work. The clients will get naked as well. A few of them are quite nervous at first and keep their clothes on until they're confident enough to take them off. Oh my God. One
No,
person
I would just stand there naked and just do the helicopter with my penis. Like I'm just cooling you off with the fan.
Exactly. One person she remembered had the dirtiest house she'd ever seen, but didn't want her to clean it. Exactly. Because
I
just
just wanted some company, baby.
exactly. Yeah, he just wanted some company.
Candy cane.
my friends and family know what to do. I think they wonder why I do it. Well, we know why you do it for. Oh Christ. It's
Sex
like, look,
sells. That's why, even if it's not actual sex.
they think all these men are weird and creepy, but in general, they're nice people. I'm sure they are.
yeah, underneath that, drooling and dry humping and all that stuff. He's a really nice guy.
Boy.
Oh god, we gotta see the comments.
comments.
Yeah.
To each their own, but I definitely wouldn't want someone's possibly unhygienic parts all over my kitchen or bathroom. It's just bizarre on a lot of levels.
Yeah, what happens if she's having her period?
Mm.
Like,
Being a guy
"Oh,
appreciates
clean it."
women. I like the idea that said any lady walk around cleaning my house in the nude who I find attractive would represent a form of torture to me. I guess what I'm getting is that I don't understand the motivation for clients. I don't need a naked woman clean my house. It's true though.
I do a fine job cleaning.
Yeah. Tonight on Dirty Jobs, how my own self-confidence and respect for myself let me down.
That's a good one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
man.
my god, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's like someone decided to do an article about this. It's probably she went to go clean the guy's house. It's like, you do this in a nude? I'm a writer. Let me put it in, my paper.
Yeah.
Like,
Boy.
okay. I bet you took a few more pictures and kept them for himself.
Yeah. Carlton, I don't pull up the stuff too often on the podcast because it's for YouTube, but I gotta talk to you about when I'm always fascinated by these people doing stupid shit, these streamers and these YouTubers, people just like, trying to do anything they can to avoid actual fucking work. I'm always fascinated by this because it's when just dumb shit. But so some asshole out there, apparently a YouTuber, and it's fucking ads, but YouTuber breaks world record for longest time standing still in his latest bizarre challenge. So the challenge is to stand still.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
That
I mean, look how many stupid shits in the Guinness World Book of Records.
yeah, yeah, you're
You
right.
know, they just put the word YouTuber, but
Ugh.
it's still the same dumb shit.
So Normie, the YouTube creator known for his extreme endurance challenges, has just cracked another record, this time for longest time standing still. I mean, I guess like okay, so you stood still for 38 fucking hours. Uh so like people were saying, so I'm guessing when did you take a piss and shit anyway? I mean, I gotta ask that fucking question because so the VAR YouTuber and streamer stood motionless for 38 hours straight, surpassing the previous record and once again pushing the boundaries of human endurance in the strangest conceivable ways. Again, human endurance, dude. I mean, besides taking a piss or shit,
I mean, I can sit comfortably for 38 hours. Is that a work?
there probably fucking is though. So, Tyrion, here's also the problem too, Carlton. Normie who boasts over 1 million subscribers, and I got fucking 2,000. Like, fucking moron.
I mean, it's just again, I mean, yeah, you are like a grain of sand on a
Yeah, look,
beach. I mean, but still,
from attempting
subscribers.
to stay away for 260. So, or what's 260? That's over fucking 10
That's
days.
those 2 weeks. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
close. I mean, because eventually it gets bad.
to
Like I think
locking himself in complete darkness for a month. He has tested the limits of both his body and mind. Dude, staying a fucking week for a week, it doesn't mean there's no endurance. You're a fucking moron. It's simple as
well, when
that,
you're
man.
young, you have the natural need to do so.
Mm.
I mean, I can't make it through a day unless sometimes I have an old man nap.
Yep.
Give
So
me
he
a
was
nice little half-hour nap.
so his latest feat standing still for 30 hours was live stream in real time, captivating thousands of viewers who turned in for the grueling contest. Here's a problem. Thousands of people. So yeah, Carlton, I got off fucking work, had a hard day. Instead of watching like I don't know the newest fucking season of like The Boys or some shit, I mean, I'm gonna watch Invincible Jack Reacher, and fuck it. What I'm gonna do is hop on my TV and watch an asshole stand still for hours at a time.
It's so captivating.
I know
How
that
could anyone
the way he
just
puts
stand
the way
there?
he put his hands in his pockets and just sitting there. I'm
Oh
just
my
this
goodness.
is must see TV. Like
He's standing up to the patriarch.
Christ, you fucking retard, man. It also meant that his friends and passerby could take advantage of his position. Okay, big deal. They certainly did. Hats were swapped on. His clothes were even spray painted. Oh wow, you poor thing. So all right, here's the strict rules. No, normally could not sit or lean. Any movement or stepping away would result in failure. So again, for 38 hours, the human fucking body, I don't give a shit. Number one, no one's going 38 hours without pissing. So either
He
you
probably
wore
just pissed on himself.
so either you wore a diaper or you fucking pissed your fucking pants, and mind you, piss your pants repeatedly too. That means also you had to go 38 hours without fucking food, sleep, or water. But again, so your bladder, the human fucking bladder, is not going 38 hours some without fucking exhausting itself. So you're fucking asshole. Yeah, it's
I like how if you scroll up, they put in a quotation mark accomplishments.
yeah. Oh Christ, yeah. After 38 grueling hours, he finally surpassed the previous record. Yeah, again, grueling hours, securing yet another milestone in his growing list of extreme accomplishments. And so it's like
That's sad when that is an accomplishment.
that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like
My
I said, and
superpower is I can stand in a line for a very long time.
yeah, it's like so yeah, so like you can't say shit like hey, what'd you do? Like I went to where I went to fucking Afghanistan. I built something. There's yeah. Like you were saying, Carlton, what's funny is like the Guinness Book of World Records always has dumb shit, but like you stood still for a day and a half, son. Yes, that's your accomplishment. I'm so proud of you because you stood still like an asshole and you streamed it for the entire time. It's like go part of like go fuck yourself. Like seriously. So his legs were so stiff he struggled to walk around. Yeah, right. I guarantee you. And plus two, who knows? This motherfucker, it was probably taking he could have been taking Adderall or some shit or coke or like I would not fucking believe for a second this guy just like stood still for 38 hours on his own volition. He's probably fucking taking whatever, man. Fucking taking meth or some shit. I don't know. Just what? And it's just fucking
just to help him.
yeah, it's like yeah, dude, you're a fucking piece of shit. Shit annoys me.
People just do the dumbest shit. And sometimes I think some of the views and stuff is just morbid curiosity. I mean, people driving by a car crash, they're like, "Oh, what's going on
Exactly.
there?"
Well, I said
It's just
before,
morbid
like part of
curiosity. Like, what the hell is this person doing?
well, I said before, part of the podcast being blue collar losers, and eventually my channel, like, well, Chris, why do you call yourself blue collar loser? I'm like, you know why? You know why? Because again, when I see some fucking guy that, and Junior hates this guy, but apparently recently he's lost weight, but that fat fuck, I'll call him a fat fuck, Nakado Avocado. The guy was making those fucking mukbang videos. Well, hey guys, this is Nakado Avocado. I'm like, whatever. Like I bought the entire Wendy's menu, ate the entire menu on Wendy's, and like where I consumed like this 15,000 calorie fucking meal. There's nothing special, nothing innovative, nothing challenging, hard work in what you're doing. You're just being a fat fuck. It's simple as that. And this guy at one point, a couple years back, said that because of his ads and revenue and views and blah blah, was making like $1 million, like 1 million to 1.5 million bucks a year. So you're making $1 million a year by being a fat, disgusting slob eating tons of food.
So I
I'm
just
not
wonder
jealous of you.
how is that different from those people on those food channels that do all
Yeah,
those eating
no,
challenges?
no,
Like,
you're
what
right,
is that?
exactly. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
well,
it's like,
I
I
mean,
mean, they're doing it on YouTube, but what was
yeah,
that one dude that
yeah, the
had
fucking
that one episode where he would just go and try all of these food challenges from all around the country?
yeah, I know sometimes my mother, but she'll watch, like, the Food Network, and, yeah, they'll show these
Mhm.
guys just doing these weird food challenges, and that's what I'm saying, but, like, that's what
Yeah, I
kills me.
think
It's like,
Yeah, I think that's well, I know there's a lot of those type of shows or ideas shift to YouTube, and that's what like makes some of these YouTubes like, oh, this is what that Adam Schiff, that guy that eats
yeah,
all these challenges, and he's doing a new challenge. As I said, it's just morbid curiosity. I mean, even me and my wife were watching a hoarder show on Hulu. It's just like, oh my god.
mm,
I mean, yeah, it's just insane, but it's just those morbid curiosities. People who watch those documentaries about murderers and serial
yeah,
killers and how to become so popular. It's insane. It's just
yeah.
another facet of society. Oh, let me watch this dude just eat because there are people out there with food fetish, right? I think there's a lot of women that have cameras aimed at their feet.
Yeah.
Guys
What
like, oh, this
what I'm saying, like, and, like, the thing is, and,
food.
I don't care if people fucking do dumb shit again, do dumb, like, we talked about the whole, like, last podcast, the whole transgender thing. Like,
Mhm.
if you wanna fucking be a 400-pound pig, be a 400 fucking pound pig. The problem that I fucking have is just that as a premise, not just me, not just you, call it to anybody who works a fucking real job, like, people that stand up and they perform a task, whether it's a garage, a bartender, longshoreman, et cetera, people working 15, 16-hour fucking days are barely, they're still living paycheck to fucking paycheck, and some guy's a fucking fat pig and makes $1 million a year by just eating fucking
He
like,
just
hey,
got lucky. He just
yeah,
got lucky. I can't. I mean, yeah, I don't agree with what they do, but at the same time, if people are going to give them their money, they have, or give them their attention, they have that right. And like, I
mhm,
mean, there's all those YouTubers you're always bitching about
yeah,
that are making tons and tons of money. It's like, well, you know what? That's them. I mean, I wouldn't do that, and
yeah,
but to say, it's just, but I don't give them a second thought. It's
yeah,
like like I said, there's so many people on this planet. If they got 2 million followers and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like I can't fault them. They found stupid people, or they found a group of people to watch them. Depends on who it
yeah.
is, but it's like it's not what we consider work, but at the same time, you don't have to work to make money in today's world. you
No, I
know,
definitely don't.
I
It's
mean, look
from
at all the people who get all those, have tons of kids and just get all of the alimonies and child support and stuff, but you have enough like what was it? I think we found something recently where a woman got called. Someone called her out, and she was getting because she was getting all sorts of like Section 8 and food stamps and stuff, but she was driving around in a Mercedes Benz and
Jesus,
stuff
man.
like that. Yeah, so like these little things I hear about, it's like people. I mean, yeah, it's like I just think it's where you're comparing hard work to just people getting money, and these people are just doing
Yeah,
stuff to get money. Obviously it's not work, but you can get money without working, and that's what these people are doing.
yeah. That's naked.
And it's just like, yeah, it's just that's how life is. Life isn't fair, and I mean, some people like, but again, they'll do something, they'll be popular for a short amount of time, and then you 5 years later, where are they now? Oh, he's dead in a ditch, or he's
Yeah,
working at Burger King, as a mascot.
yeah,
What they call it, capturing lightning in a bottle, and then
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, so, no, we definitely can't stop it, but just like when it pops up and said, I don't cover
I
it
don't.
too
I
too
believe
often,
me, I
but
know that
yeah,
all these YouTubers making billions of dollars doing dumb shit. I know that shit irks the shit out of you because it's
mhm,
like that's something that just
Well, just
People
because
so
well, because definitely because I read a news article like 2 weeks ago, I can't find it, but this one kid, this guy said he died because something happened, but basically he couldn't afford insulin, and I'm not sure the whole logistics, but, like, it was this guy couldn't afford insulin, so this guy
mhm,
died because he
right.
couldn't afford insulin. And this is America. Somebody with diabetes couldn't afford insulin, and I don't understand. I'm not pretend to understand the whole logistics
Well
of the American system, but, like,
you're
but,
trying to make you
it's
want the world to be just and balanced, but
oh,
it's
definitely,
not.
yeah.
It
Oh, yeah,
is
I
not.
agree with
You
that.
have to accept that just life is not fair. What you may feel good, you may be in a good position, but life is not fair. I mean, shit happens
Yeah, well,
to good
that's why that's
people,
why
shit
that's why
happens
that's
to
why
bad
I
people.
drink and talk about
Yeah, exactly. I
it.
mean, that's just I mean, it's bleak. Fuck yeah, it's
Yeah,
bleak, but that's just, you know, that's the way life is, and it's just something that you need to be where it's like, yeah, I'm here working my ass off, and
mm.
YouTube, there's idiots on there making millions of dollars, or someone sells their pee to guys in India,
That's what's in when Enzo comes
or
on.
take yeah,
On Enzo's channel, he's like, "Hey, here's this one article I topped to Enzo's chat." I was like, "Hey, this guy fucks so and so." He's like, "Oh, about Chris?" He goes, "I've known Chris 2 years now," and he goes, "Yeah, Chris hates when these fuckers do this dumb shit, makes so much
yeah,
money."
yeah, exactly.
He
Believe me,
does,
all the time we
yeah.
talk, I know that just pisses you off hard
He's
time.
like,
And I mean, I
"Yeah,
don't agree with it. I don't like it, but at the same time, it's like, why should I care about it? I mean,
yeah."
it's like
It angers me.
yeah, exactly. It's like those dudes are sleeping in your head rent free, dude.
But then I'd love
They're like,
to
"Oh shit, we got a bump
maybe
pay
listen.
here. Let's in there. What is it?
The
Beast in Arms, like Armaguard or whatever, Asmongold, whatever the fuck his
yeah,
name is." Like I said, I've seen videos of all these people, but at the same time, it's like they're just there as brief flicks of entertainment, and then I forget about it. That's why I can't even remember their name, and I've
yeah.
seen these dudes in a couple
Well,
videos here
that's
and
also
there.
why too I pulled up my news show with my friend Luke the other day where that chick, the one bitch Amaranth there. Amaranth got fucking somebody broke into her house and he tried to kill her and he pistol whipped her. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know what then? Sometimes karma's a bitch, ain't it? Where it's like, oh yeah, people on Twitter like, well, like why would anybody be happy with the fact that Amaranth got pistol whipped and almost got killed? And I'm like, so yeah, so people like me are the ones like, hey, guess
Oh,
what?
yeah, well, it's like, why would you value your property over someone else's life? It's like, why would they value their life less than my property?
Yeah.
Someone comes into my house, I don't know if they're gonna, I'm gonna defend my home, but let's see if they
Yeah.
walk out. That's a whole other question.
Well, I just say it's like sometimes about Thanos said, it's all about balance as things
Yeah,
should be. So whenever some assholes like, oh yeah, I made $2 million this year by being a piece of shit. Okay, then I read about, hey, listen, some Twitch streamer got arrested. Now he's doing 10 years in prison. His life is ruined. I'm like,
yeah,
good.
but at the same time too, Chris, there's the YouTube algorithm. You're in your own little bubble where you're seeing all of these assholes. But there's also videos out there of kids opening up gifts and stuff, making
Yeah,
millions of dollars because 'cause they're just opening up
it's like
gifts and playing
little
with it
fucking
too.
bastard.
Like, "God damn it, I should have done that with her shit."
Well,
Which
that's
it's
why.
also
Yeah,
because honestly, and there's also those videos out there where people are like, showing you how to do something, whether it's on a computer, whether it's how to change a lock, or, all
mm,
those informational videos. I mean, I go through tons of those. I mean, every time I have a
mm,
house project, I mean, I would say from all the videos I watch, all the projects that are on my house, I have like a basic understanding of electricity, carpentry,
yeah,
so I can at least do the task. And I mean, I see those videos with billions of views too. So
yeah.
there's a balance.
Mhm.
You like search the internet. I need something to piss me off right
You know,
now.
well, that's what I said. No, there's a balance
Search
where it's like
after
it's like
whatever.
what's like, yes, some guy say, hey, some guy made $1 million here by being a fat fuck. Next year, hey, he died of a heart attack. And I'm like, see, there's balance then.
I know. Well, yeah, you're like good,
It's like
and then you're like,
exactly.
oh shit, Carlton, my car exploded. That's probably why you
It's
switch
it's
back.
back. No, that's it. Back and forth. Yeah. So some OnlyFans, that's why they get pissed off. Part of me, I guess, mad with, hey, some OnlyFans chick made $40 million this year. Man, I'm fucking mad. Next, hey, this OnlyFans chick, she was beaten half to death. And I'm like, good.
I know exactly. You're like, "Let me just, go in the bathroom and rub one out."
And I'm just like, yes, your misery, your tears nourishing.
Yeah. I feel reinvigorated. Let me make
Why?
another video.
Exactly. I will. So, fucking, we texting Junior. Well, he's not
Yeah, he's
here.
not coming
So,
out.
this had me fucking laughing. So, Carlton, listen, we talk about this, guys. Science fiction, science fact. The bottom line is humans. At some point, the life expectancy is going up. People are
Mhm,
living longer,
mhm.
and humanity. Most people are afraid of death. I mean, well, not most people, but a certain section. People do want to live
Well,
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want to live long. I mean, I think that's a basic concept for a lot of
Yeah. I mean, who wants to die early? Fuck, man.
humans. It's like
Yeah.
no one wants to die prematurely or early. Everyone wants a long life that feels fulfilled, and
Well, and
but
plus,
then there's like all of the
mm,
religious groups that they're not afraid to die because of what waits
yeah.
on the other side based on their religions. But
And
yeah,
like I said, it said too, dude. It's funny because I said just recently putting down Chloe, and I was seeing pictures on my phone about her, my cat. But like, but the thing is, but of any animal on the planet, like we are the only species that actually contemplates death. If you figure like
oh,
we actually think about. I mean, say like a cat or orangutan or a giraffe isn't planning on their funeral. Yeah, they just wake up and exist. You know what I mean? But people are actually like we are so obsessed with the thought of death and mortality and eventually what's going to happen to us after life. A damn pigeon, or a goldfish doesn't worry about if like God exists in heaven and hell. They just exist.
well, I mean,
So,
the older you get, the more you think about your mortality
oh
because
yeah,
it's like I mean, we're in our our 40s, and it's just
same
like,
right here, grays, man. Fuck.
oh yeah, I got gray
Mm.
everywhere. I mean,
Yep, yeah. Losing some hair back there and shit. Like
oh
it's
yes, sir. Yeah, if I keep my
um,
haircut short, like it's how to go. But yeah, I mean, it's
mm,
it's it's just common practice. Everyone
yeah,
thinks about their mortality. I mean, when you're a kid, you think you're invincible, but then you're like,
oh
oh, I'm
yeah,
not going to do that jump.
yeah.
So
So
what?
this man right
What?
here, this man is obsessed with. Oh, Junior was here. So anti-aging guru Brian Johnson reveals how he brought back his 22-year-old penis.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's called Viagra. You son of a bitch.
No, because I know this article. That's why I was waiting for Junior's fat ass. You fuck with this because it gets morbid. I'm like, I told Christian and said, thank God my son is like he's at least like me, where he's
Oh,
not.
an American Millionaire. You mean he just got money to bring back his penis?
No, but look at this. An American millionaire had the same penis age as a 22-year-old, comparing his erectile health to his son. That's fine.
Yeah.
Junior,
Junior and his father. So let's compare our erectiles' health.
I had to show this to my kid without making it creepy. My son started laughing. Like again, certain conversations I don't want to have with my kid.
Could you imagine Big walks in, it's like, "Show me your penis, and I'll show you mine. I gotta see if it's young again."
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh man.
Oh,
So Brian Johnson said this guy's 47 years old. I heard actually Enzo talk about him at once. Like this is one of the guys where he has a certain like he just like his life is so like, hey guys, I eat at certain times, only eat certain fucking foods. I take these 19 fucking vitamins a day. I take blood transfusions. This guy is so like he wants the fountain seed, like the fountain of youth. This guy doesn't want to die. And of course, he's 47 years old and he looks like an average 47-year-old man, so it's not working whatever he's doing.
yeah, he looks old as fuck. I can see
Yeah.
that from here.
Yeah. So Brian gathered a huge following on social media due to his pursuit of longevity, overhauling his lifestyle by doing such things as not eating after 11 a.m. and getting blood transport donations from his son. So again, too, so
So he's sucking the life force out of his son. Like using his son as a fucking battery.
Big and Junior. It's like I'll just tell Christian, listen, as a son, what you need to do for your father is give me your plasma,
Boy,
kid.
you
Give
only
it.
were born to sustain me. That's, I got your blood in my penis.
That's your whole purpose in life is just
Yeah.
make me
The reason
make,
why I get an erection is because your blood's still in my penis.
God, it's
So is it me fucking your mom or is it you?
oh God. His latest claim is that he's managed to to de-age his penis. I can't say it, man.
He de-aged his penis
By
by
15
15 years.
years. So something he has tracked by measuring his nighttime erections, claiming it's a marker of several health issues. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I mean, I'm in my fucking 40s, man. I have no problem. It's just
But what's funny
boy.
before we continue is I saw a pretty funny meme. It's like when you wake up in the morning with an erection and it's like Thor, like you're still worthy. Like Mjolnir. So from time to
Oh
time I do that with
Christ.
my wife. I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm still
Yes.
worthy.
Men can have as many as 5 erections per night. Okay. According
Right.
correlating with rapid eye movement, lasts from 20 to 30 minutes according to the university. I'm not sure anyway.
Keep reading. I got
Uh, a lack of nocturnal erections is also a marker of common illnesses, include impacting erectile dysfunction such as diabetes. Others have suggested medication, smoking cigarettes, and pelvic surgery may impact the number of erections. I mean, I'm not studying my dick functions at nighttime, but
I just wanna know
um,
how does okay, keep reading. I wanna see if it
some
says what
study
I'm thinking.
okay, because mental health can impact erectile dysfunction. It's not necessarily a marker of illness or testosterone levels. However, Johnson claimed it's a huge marker for your body's actual age. It turns
Mhm.
out that this is true for both men and women. That a man's nighttime erections and a woman's nighttime erections, the clitoris engorging is one of the most important biomarkers of anything about the entire body. Yes, as we age, our bodies change, dude. It's gonna.
Oh god, look at that picture.
If me and Christian ever, I
You
would tell
you
you
need to send that to Junior, say you want a picture of him and his father in that pose.
if
Both shirts
I
off.
need some more vodka for this, Carlton. If I ever in my lifetime take a picture of me and my kid like this, I give you permission to kick my ass. Like seriously,
So,
like
I wonder, it's like, how is he gauging his nighttime erections? Is he's, like, sleeping and having his son watch his penis while he sleeps to, like, make a little note, like, "Oh, dad's penis erect at,
oh
2:10 in the
fuck
morning?
me.
Okay, deflate it.
Oh.
Son, watch my penis while I sleep so I can see that it's DA."
Stare at
That
it.
picture,
Stare at it.
that is the Christmas picture for, like, a serial killer training his apprentice. You know?
Oh my fucking god!
Look at
It's
that
like,
shit. That
mm.
is insane.
Okay. So yeah, in January, he appeared to go too far with fans after showing the results of an overnight erection tracking machine. Wait, what? So why? Oh
Didn't
my
know there was a
god!
machine that tracked your erections. Okay,
So
that's good to know.
he's got fucking electrodes to his fucking balls with his fucking dick, and just like, call this is like
No,
this
he
shit.
just sleeps naked, and then he's like he
All
tells
right.
his son every 15 minutes just to flick his dick to see if anything happens.
Oh Christ, man. So his son, his poor fucking kid. So while it kicks in, so what kicks up some giggles? What you think? It really is one of the most important things for all of us to know about our bodies, and it's just not talked about. Yes, there's a reason it's not talked about, son.
I'm
Like
getting an erection while I sleep. I don't know. I'm knocked the fuck out.
he measured his penis using the device he wait, hold on. He created.
He measures his penis using a device he created called the Atom Sensor. I wonder if that's the name of his son. Atom
Jesus.
Sensor, which tracks how often the penis is erected for how long.
Oh, it then
What's the name
provides
of
him.
his son? Is his name of his son Adam?
Yeah. So in January he pretty go too far. Yeah. So his son. Wait, hold on. His son is called Talmage. Who named their kid Talmage? Jesus Christ.
Adam Talmage.
Adam Talmage. Jesus Christ. Wow.
The Atom
His
Sensor
Look,
is just my
hold on.
son's finger on my penis feeling for a pulse.
His duration is 2 minutes longer than mine. He wrote in the post in X, raise children to stand tall, be firm and upright. Oh my God. I'm doing this at Enzo's fucking channel. Jesus
You gotta
Christ.
bring this up, man.
Oh,
This information needs
yes,
to be out
this
there.
needs to be out there because our podcast,
His son needs to be saved from the sexual predator.
Jesus Christ. So the data he posted, of course, why did you post this on social media, dude? He's posting
He
it.
has daily updates on X about oh shit, he does post on X. Today's post, my penis was erect 5 times for a total of
Yeah,
10
the,
minutes.
the number of erections, average duration. Who is what? Average quality. What's the quality of the erection? I mean, all right, listen.
I guess it's like a half hard, a little al dente or something.
It's like he's looking at it like this. Like, okay, listen, it's right here, and like, all right, I'm grabbing it. It's firm, but not too firm. Like, oh man.
This is the
Um,
craziest one so far.
Average quality and overall sleep efficiency the pair have. Though Johnson didn't disclose why he was obtaining the information. That's what we're all wondering.
I think he didn't disclose who was obtaining that information.
Oh,
His son, the Adam Talmage Sensor.
Christ. Many have been quick to question why a father would want to know such information about his son. You think? Some reacting with shock and disgust. For the love of God, why would you post this? Why would you post that?
I feel bad for your son. That's true.
Let's see. I have a feeling this won't even crack the top 10 most disturbing chapters in your son's inevitable autobiography.
I mean, that's the one thing. The best part of the internet nowadays is the comments. The shit that people.
Where the fuck is Junior? Junior, you think your dad was
Oh
bad?
man,
God,
we gotta
damn.
bring the next time he does pop on, like next week. We gotta re-bring this up
If
because
someone's stressed, there's still time to delete this. Another said right here, quipped. Don't listen to the haters, Brian. Knowing the details of your son's erections is perfectly normal. And quite frankly, it would be weirder if you didn't post about it. If you didn't post about this, oh
I know.
boy.
It's like, I'm curious about your son's erection as well.
Oh Christ, what age is his ego? I can't imagine anyone wanting a long lasting relationship with this man. I mean, listen, and the funny part is, I know Enzo at one point did talk about this. The guy, look, he
Look at
looks like
this.
he's 47. You look like a 47-year-old guy. There's nothing like, I mean, mm,
That is. He's
that
like,
is,
son, drape your arms around me and
I
have your fingers dangling over my penis.
yeah, holy Christ, man.
This looks like, two gay lovers just inviting you in for
Oh
a threesome. Like, hey,
boy, yeah, that's man.
is that a sugar daddy?
Jesus, man, that's something. I
We
need a
have
minute to
to
fuck.
share this. Next time Junior's on, we
Yeah,
have to.
I'm going to talk about this with
I'm
everyone I
holding
know.
back a lot of material here
Yes,
that I'm
yes,
going
we
to
are.
unleash on Junior. So this has to be shared again because there's just so much shit I want to say. I'm like, nope, I need him here because
Hmm.
I touched slightly on Big and him, but do I know what they call me, Big?
Jesus Christ.
What
Boy,
was that line from Notorious B.I.G. They don't call me Big for nothing, son.
Big Papa. Oh boy. So have you heard about Big Al sent me some TikToks. It's not a real thing, but apparently it's kind of a real thing. But have you heard about Carlton? You eat hot dogs, you eat burgers. We all have things of that nature. Have you ever heard of Mountain Dew hot dogs?
The Baja Blast.
Yes. I thought this was fucking real.
I thought it
It's not.
was fake.
It actually is fucking fake. They're not real, but like
Yeah.
the fact that people put the pictures. But the thing is, even though the Dew dogs, right? They're well, hold on, Dew dogs are real and they're spectacularly horrifying. The thing is, hold on, this isn't real because it's fucking Dew dogs are real. They're spectacularly horrifying. Oh Christ!
This is
So
like some shit you see on those Good Mythical Mornings where they like, will it do?
ever have one of those days where you look back at what was happening in the world and thought, I think I just want to crawl back in bed. Dew dogs give me one of those days. I feel like deep in the deep in the recesses of my brain, which is good for an occasional electrifying bar trivia performance, not much else. I remember hearing that Mountain Dew and hot dogs were going to be teaming up some kind of unholy green frankfurter. Now I've seen them and would like to believe. Would you believe? Thanks to Jamie Josta, the singer of Hate Breed. Okay, bro, what the fuck is going on? Sure. Yeah. See, look, they don't even exist. Then they don't need to. Okay.
Well, I think RFK is coming after these.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Piggly Wiggly. Oh shit, I know that. I know that store.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I
So,
know it because with my job, they're one
yeah.
of our accounts.
Well,
So.
I did read things, but like, but the trend came from this whole article came that people out there, there are people out there that actually were fucking taking hot dogs and they will fucking put Mountain Dew into a pot and they would actually fucking boil the hot dogs in
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Dew. So it's like, officially Mountain Dew hasn't made this, but people were doing Mountain
Yeah.
Dew hot dogs. Like
Well,
I
say
don't.
if you watch like Good Mythical Morning, they always have Will It, and they do all of these weird shit like this. It's like Mountain Dew, Will It Dorito, Will It, baby food or whatever, all sorts of crazy shit. So this seems like something that
Get this off my timeline. Look, Mountain Dew and Instagram. We heard y'all like hot dogs. Jesus Christ, man.
So you got any more of those Neve comments things?
Oh yeah, then we got some more because I'm just laughing with you on here. Let's see. Oh boy.
Because I want to finish up here soon. So
Let's see. Let's see. This will make you feel better then for you. There you go. This says happy wife, happy life. The fucking all right, Google. Jesus Christ, man. Yes, Google. All right. Happy wife, happy life. Science shows your partner's good mood has a huge impact on your health. See, Carlton, that's good for everybody.
I am at total peace.
Yep. You know the saying, what's yours is mine? Well, it seems like that might be true for more than just your husband's socks. Oh. So different study found that psychoneurological whatever doctrine.com. Exactly. Found your partner's good mood can make you feel happier as well. No shit.
In fact, thanks for stating the obvious.
I mean, I'm just curious. Who's funding this shit? Like, it's like
USAID is funding it.
Christ. So they analyzed data of 321 couples from Germany and Canada and discovered
definitely USAID.
Yeah, that when someone's partner was feeling peppier than usual, it decreased their levels of cortisol, the stress hormone as well, even if they weren't feeling so great to begin with. Okay. The effect was even more pronounced among older adults who reportedly high levels of relationship satisfaction. Okay. What's interesting to note is that the inverse wasn't necessarily true, meaning there was no observed association between someone's bad mood and their partner's cortisol levels. Okay. But they talked to people between 56 and 87 years old, and the average couple had been together for 43 years. Holy shit. So yeah, but the bottom line is, yeah, if your partner's happy, you're happy. There you go.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's true because I mean, your partner's happy. You're happy because there's less stress. There could be less drama. The
Yeah.
situation or whatever has been taken care of,
Hmm.
and you're at peace. You know that they're settled, they're good. So then you yourself can relax and be settled and good. So
Yeah.
I think there is a correlation, but it's obviously there's a lot of various factors, but it's
Yeah.
like knowing that okay, my wife she's good, she's comfortable, she's reading her book, you know, I got her a drink if she needed it, and she's just good. And I'm like, I'm feeling good too. And then I can read my book, or I can play my games, or watch TV and stuff. I feel much better knowing that she's taken care of, and the same could be said for her.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
believe that. Yeah, I mean, what they're gonna sit there and watch the couple for like a whole couple years just to.
maybe they were.
I mean, we're gonna put some cameras in your house.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm also going off my personal experience. There are couples out there that are constantly fighting and
Yeah.
screaming. God, I couldn't handle that
Huh.
shit.
Yeah, I do some comments for you because I know you said you're getting late. I got other news articles, but honestly, we save for next podcast because there's plenty
Yeah,
to talk about.
yeah. Just keep those saved. Yeah,
Good old
right.
Instagram. Oh,
And finish off with Neve.
my baby Neve. So yeah, so here it goes. Comments for Neve, and here, what's her newest one? Let's see, pull up the I can put the audio. So, what is Neve, our lovely gal? I love Neve so much. Her and her big teeth.
Mhm.
What is Neve saying now? Let's see.
So good at yoga. He had a great core.
Hold on. Let me do this again because it was
Wait,
shit.
what did she
The
say?
apple's so good at yoga.
Oh, why is the apple so
He
good
had
at
a
yoga?
great core.
Oh, what? Look at her face.
Apple's so good at
Oh God, here we go. Oh, it's so funny. Neve, you're so funny. Commit to a relationship with me for 20 years and build a loving family, only to break my heart, get a divorce, win the car, the kids, car, house, and leave her standalone.
Damn.
Leave her
Leave you
stranded.
stranded alone to die.
God. Hilarious, Neve. Now tear off my foreskin and feed it to homeless people.
Ugh.
Gee,
Like,
Christ.
that's incredible, Neve. Now shoot me at a gas station and post a security footage here online.
It's like hilarious, Neve. Peg me with a cattle rod.
Ooh.
Christ. Here you go.
God damn.
Let's see. Joseph Gerald Official. Gentlemen, signing sheet is here. Yep. Incredible, Neve. Now maybe do a death march like they did in 1945.
Damn.
He's like, no, awesome. Now skin me alive and dip me in hot melted lobster butter. Jesus Christ. He's hilarious, Neve. Now cashier my firstborn son.
Holy shit.
Oh, the fucking comments. Oh, Christ. Let's see. So she had new this was a week ago. Here we go, Neve. You sweetheart, you. Let's see.
In what country do you always wear a sweater?
Tell me.
Chile. Chile.
And she keeps going. Look at her face. Just-
Wow.
She's still going. And the
Oh,
dog's
God,
like,
look at the dog. Oh, someone needs to comment on the dog.
oh, Christ almighty. Let's see. Here we go. Comments to Neve. Oh, boy. Haha, good one, Neve. Trap me in a loveless marriage, robbing me of what could have otherwise been the best years of my life. He's like, ha 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 ha. Invent a time machine, make me relive 4 years of the Biden era.
Damn. Jesus.
Greetings, gentlemen. I'll take your jacket. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Gentlemen of culture, we meet again. Oh, Christ. Good stuff, Neve. I traveled back to 1995 and delete my Pokemon Red game just before battling Elite Four.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Hey, oh my God, read the next one.
Hilarious,
Okay.
Neve. Now slice me open with a rusty knife and pour vinegar into my wounds. He's like,
Oh, he was that one.
exemplary. Now staple my hands together and hold me under. Hold me underwater. Here you go. He
I,
did it like
I
that.
thought that was something different. I thought you said I sleep with my hands together and help me put on underwear. I was like, what?
Gentlemen and scholars, welcome. It's good to see you all again.
Jesus.
Christ.
Oh, here we go.
That was hilarious. Now hold my jacket while I slide down a 90-foot razor blade into a bowl of hot sauce.
Mm.
Oh my God. He's like, hilarious, Neve. Force open my eyes with duct tape and force me to watch Taylor Swift. He's like, great joke. Great joke, Neve. Cast me in a remake of The Human Centipede, but actually sew us together. Holy Christ.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'll do one more.
Yeah,
Fuck.
do one more of those.
What do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? Meow.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Here's one comment.
What do we
Oh.
want?
Hilarious, Neve. Now fill my foreskin with water,
Great.
super glue it shut, and
Sorry,
pop
no,
it like a balloon.
I'll start saying it again. I was hitting the button by accident.
Oh, it's like hilarious, Neve. Now fill my foreskin with water, super glue it shut, and pop it like a balloon. Oh.
Christ. Hilarious. Flip me on my back like a Delta plane on a frozen runway and then drive me with a fire truck. You piece of shit. Gentlemen, welcome back. That's right, sir. Gentlemen,
Jesus.
whiskey. Yep, I'll drink some whiskey. Some
Together around the table.
gentlemen, exactly. Put me on an American plane right now. He's like,
Oh, wait.
excellent. Rip me open and defecate into my wounds. Oh God. Let's see. Gentlemen, men of culture, it's an honor and event to be in your presence. You're goddamn right. Here we go. Hilarious, Neve, truly. While I recover from that banger, now lock me in a box that says 8-year-old boy with the hole in the side, drop me off a priest.
Oh, God.
He's like, drop me off at a priest convention.
Convention.
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
That is a glory hole.
Yeah, I can fucking Neve. She's a gift that keeps on giving.
man.
Holy shit. Yeah. All right, so hopefully next week get fucking Junior's fast. But
I know, man.
Junior's coming. Definitely, Enzo said he'll be here next week and say Enzo.
Oh,
But,
that's
you know,
cool. Yeah.
but I told
Be cool,
Enzo,
yeah.
fucking those news articles though with the father.
We got to
took this-
bring them back up. Even
yeah.
like especially the father and son. Oh,
Oh
God.
Christ. Well, see, as more time passed, because Enzo, he's got this one guy on. This guy's called Stark of Iron. This guy's got a fuck YouTube channel. He's got like 500 subs right now. This motherfucker, he does Rick and Morty so perfect. It's like this guy who do Rick and Morty.
I love a good impressionist.
Yeah, I gotta show you his fucking videos. This guy is hilarious. But I told Enzo you can start coming to the fucking mix, and we're trying to build our brand back up. But yeah, there's always plenty of fucking news articles to cover. I'm trying to get more people, and yeah, I mean Junior, fuck, he missed out on fucking this dad shit.
Oh, he's not gonna miss out because I'm gonna make sure we
Yeah.
go back around to that when that motherfucker shows up.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll just catch you next week, and we'll do the outro, and we'll see you later, guys.